We are live. Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Just trying to get our chats in order, but you're in the right place if you're here for episode 5, season 5 of Two Nerds and an Actor. We're gonna officially start. You know how we start.
You know how.
You bet no.
You
Just
know
playing
how
the games. You don't know how.
Yeah, like what you doing? Ooh, you gonna hit him with stairs like that the whole night?
Just partially. I learned it from Viola Davis yesterday.
Well, partial.
No, she has a stare that's very specific, but...
Okay, are we ready?
Yeah.
Welcome to Two Nerds and an Actor, the entertainment podcast for the nerd adjacent to the nerd aficionado, where we give you bi-weekly reviews on a popular TV show and movie, where we tell you in hilarious fashion what to watch and why. This is season 5, episode 5, 5.
Double
And
nickel.
I'm here with my nerd brids,
Oh, okay.
Mike Santana.
I do have a sweet tooth myself, but specifically for dark chocolate, which isn't that sweet.
Oh, it's not. It's bitter.
Cacao.
And this is also not like a euphemism or a spoiler for big guy. I'm big guy. Hi. Big man.
Big man. And France Jerome.
Yo, I'm gotta be GOAT. Gotta like part GOAT. Greatest of all time.
Shout out to what's that actor's name?
Oh my goodness.
SNL.
Yeah, you see I was
Oh,
gonna go
yeah.
on top of that.
From
Yeah.
Oh
SNL.
my god, this is your job, France.
Oh, it's no.
He was about to make a goat
He was
voice.
in the
He was
Chappelle
like,
movie.
Yeah, he was in Half Baked.
Yeah.
Oh, Jim Brewer. There we go.
Brewer.
This one's for you,
There we
Jim.
go.
Not to be confused with the pitcher guy who's in the whole. You know what?
Yeah.
Stay off
yeah.
Twitter right now.
Don't.
Okay, well, and I'm your host, Tiger.
Oh, wow.
Aisha Jordan. Break shit down.
All right, Shere Khan. Shira Khan.
If you didn't get it,
You
we
will.
are going to be talking about Sweet Tooth.
Yeah, Netflix
Yep.
Sweet Tooth.
Netflix. It's a graphic novel, yes, also turned into a
Yeah.
Netflix TV
Yeah.
show. We'll also be talking about the glorious Fast 9,
I'm so hyped.
which I was forced to go see in a movie theater.
Oh, you ungrateful.
It was a movie.
I
We're
can't
gonna get
stand the
into
both
it.
of you
We're
already.
going to get into it.
Think about this
Anyway.
though. We're Sweet Tooth and Fast 9.
Fast 9.
Fast cars, Sweet Tooth, and it has nothing to do with
Nothing.
Twisted Metal. Nothing. Nothing at all.
Nothing.
Well, we'll also be hitting some nerdy leaks on casting stuff as usual. Some animated things that are coming to us through The Simpsons and other ways. And some Netflix news. I know, very fun. Oh, also some awesome trailers, okay? What is it? The Harder They Fall? Yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we agreed on
Thing
that.
2,
We agreed on that.
and Snake Eyes, which
That-
I have watched.
Oh, then we have 4 trailers.
Ooh.
We're gonna talk
Oh,
about.
did I
Hey.
watch the 4th one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. We'll talk about 4. Sure, why not?
Don't worry.
We got time.
That's right.
All
She
right.
did do her homework. We can't.
I did it.
We
Okay.
have to give her credit. For
Thank you. All right, let's get into it. So the first news is
wait! Before we do that, if you're on Twitch and wondering why you hear our dulcet tones but you can't see us, we're having some issues with that. Sorry about that, but you can see us live right now on YouTube and Facebook, our page. So
it is an unfortunate.
if you found us through that Linktree Two Nerds thing, you should be able to find your way to the other 2
Word.
video feeds. Sorry about that, but we gotta explain.
Sorry, people.
If you can see us, let us know.
Yeah, let us know in the chat if you can see us. That would be very calming and
It would be very
reassuring. There you go.
All
Sorry,
right, yeah.
Alicia.
No, very important. Thank you, people, for being here live and seeing us do things. We're very excited. And you get to chat with us in a different way than the people who are listening to audio. Also, audio listeners, though, thank you for always listening to us. And let us know how you like our mics, because they're new. And all that jazz. New.
Yeah.
Sunshine.
And if you're Jen and you're biking and you're listening to us, I hope it's not raining.
Wow, biking?
Yeah, just
That's
like, make
gangster.
sure.
Would you talking? Would y'all talking? I couldn't imagine.
Can you imagine, like, laughing that happens?
Like,
I don't know.
I'd bike with one ear,
with
on the
one
pod.
ear.
Just one.
One ear. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't.
Gotta be safe.
Fair.
Look out for cabbage. Like dispensaries. Yeah.
All right.
Cabbage carts.
Let's get into our first nerdy leaks, which is animation. There's apparently going to be Loki is it in an episode of The Simpsons?
It's like a special Avenger-y episode of
That's cute.
The Simpsons.
The poster art was hilarious.
Yeah, it was in the style of... I didn't wear the shirt today. I have an anime shirt that's like Endgame looking,
Okay.
But it's like that, but for The Simpsons, and Tom Hiddleston is going to voice his Loki character in it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a Bart versus Loki, like...
Oh my gosh.
Mischief off.
Mischievous
off.
April
Yo, that's like my favorite episode.
Yeah, I mean, that's a top tier movie.
I'm low key like
I'm Loki.
I'm expecting for Loki, Tom Hiddleston to not be the only like MCU voice.
You think other people are gonna jump in?
I do.
Chris Evans.
Okay.
Thanks Al for the like. Appreciate the like.
Evans.
I'm thinking at least maybe Hemsworth, maybe Thor.
Oh, he would totally do that.
Like maybe Bart and Tom just
do
bother
something
Thor.
Hilarious to Thor.
I'm with that noise.
Yeah. Whacking Day. He likes snakes, stabbing. It writes itself.
Stabbing. That's
right?
So
It writes
it's
itself.
woven.
Mm-hmm.
They knew that. I mean, they always knew.
Yeah, they know.
I would love that.
But that's July 7th.
So that's when the episode airs?
Yeah, well, on Disney Plus, it's like Loki. The series has been doing so well, which we'll talk about next episode.
Yeah.
When the season is wrapped up.
Mm-hmm.
But if you haven't been keeping up on it, it's doing really well. It's pretty good, and they're doing a Simpsons crossover. So
it was better than the Star Wars one. The Star Wars one was a little weird and lame-ish.
They should have left the Star Wars things to Family Guy.
Yeah, Family Guy.
Those were pretty good.
Did that pretty well.
Facts.
Yeah. Okay, well, the next one that's coming, apparently, I don't know if this is true, an animated Smallville.
Okay,
is that real?
Well, it's in conversation. Mm-hmm. Tom Welling and Michael Rosenbaum. I'm like Peter Rosenberg.
wrong Peter.
What if Smallville had a Hot 97? What would it sound like?
You're listening to Tumbleweed.
Oh my
live.
God. Horses in the
back. There's no, but it has to be like
the horses in the back. And they do.
There's got to be like a canon or something. I don't know, like a song.
They don't have cannons in.
Well, like he does a bomb.
Ah, okay.
So it's like
it's a cow tipping. Shout out to JT, who lives in Kansas.
Oh, sorry.
The timing of the announcement was weird, though.
Yeah.
Why?
Because
it looked like a rumor started by Tom Welling.
No, that's not what I mean.
What?
I mean, like, the same day the day before Allison Mack was to be sentenced.
Oh.
For her.
The lady.
For NXIVM.
Right. Which she got 3 years.
That's oh my God.
For her sex cult recruitment.
For branding people in the hip.
Yeah, branding
for
people.
all that.
And then being like this way to.
Yeah. So the Tom Welling and came out and said, yeah, me and Mike have been working at Michael Rosenbaum have been talking about trying to get as much of the cast as we could to be a part of an animated Smallville sequel, and I mean, it sounds hype. It's DC adjacent. Right? So
technically, yeah.
So
is that gonna be part of the movies?
No. But I just mean, like, if DC touches it and it's animated, it could be good.
It could have been
true.
good, but we know it's not going to be in it.
Movies are
right. Allison Mack will not be reprising her role.
What? Why not?
Well, she could just get played by Kristen Kruk.
In 3 years, she can come back.
This is not the time to make jokes like this, but if Shine could release a video from behind bars, not a video, but a whole mixtape.
Yeah,
he's a politician now.
Great.
What?
But if he could do that on like a rotary,
mm-hmm.
and I've seen motherfuckers in jail getting Zaxby's delivered, like Uber Eats.
Zaxby's.
Yes. So I'm saying, you don't think she can do some voice work?
Oh my! I mean, I guess it's true.
We don't want
You're
it.
not wrong.
We don't want
it.
But
they don't want that. That's why they announced it. They were like, pretend she doesn't exist. Hey, we're doing an animated series.
Yeah, no. We don't want her sentencing to sully the memory and goodwill that Smallville has accumulated.
I gotta watch it. I know it's got like 80 million seasons. So.
Save anybody but her.
Save anybody but her.
It did. Save Bill.
Again, if you're on Twitch and the screen is black, hit us up on Facebook. We're having some issues with Twitch, but we're streaming on Facebook and on YouTube. So holler.
Yeah, our YouTube's going pretty well. We got all the chats up too, so we can actually like respond to things.
Sorry, Liz. Like this is like tech support, live tech support for Liz. If you're on Twitch, all the audio only. I don't know why the video isn't working, but we are working on YouTube and Facebook. So
all right. What? I always sing everything.
It's good timing. Okay. No, it's good timing.
Man, they said Beyonce can't sing, and everybody's leaking audio.
What?
So now you.
Who said Beyonce can't sing? I mean,
there's not.
Okay,
y'all want to get us on? Y'all want to get us on the Hive radar?
No. Anyway,
we don't agree.
I didn't say shit.
Okay.
Anyway.
All right.
So next up.
Moving on.
So we have some casting stuff. Two things. One, I don't know how to react to it. I guess they're doing a Snow White. And they've cast an unknown. I forget.
Is she an
her
unknown?
name.
Because she's gonna be in a lot of things.
She's that's the thing. She's gonna be in a lot of things, but this is the first big thing she's been in. Everything else is like
this will be the first thing. What I'm saying, when we looked her up, is like she will be in. She's
gonna be in like I gotta find it because it was like mad things.
Yeah.
She's gonna be in.
So this is like the top of the bubble.
Right.
I don't know what's the good part of the bubble.
She's busting out with Snow White.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Which we know they're gonna change up. There's not gonna be a unconscious kiss. There's not gonna be any of that
unconscious
stuff.
kiss. Oh, I forgot.
There's not gonna be.
Yeah, that story is dark.
Well, okay, Snow White, 2022. Rachel Zegler.
Oh, I know who that is.
How do you know who that is?
Because
he's good with names.
Yeah, because I was just watching something else with them in it, and it was something slightly older.
With Rachel Zegler?
No, I think you're thinking about someone else because this person, the only thing they've ever been in is West Side Story, which is coming out.
Which hasn't come out yet.
In December.
And Shazam 2.
Shazam 2.
Which hasn't come out.
It hasn't come out yet.
The only reason, because I read about them months ago.
Okay.
That's what it was. I read about them months ago.
She's going to have like all these big movie releases coming out back to back to back to back. So she's not a household name now. She fucking will be probably.
Yeah, like immediately.
By the end of next summer, you will know.
You're gonna be like, "Whoa, look, it's Rachel Zegler."
Name. Who are they getting to play these fucking dwarves? That's what I want to know.
Ooh, it's gonna be Gimli, son of Gloin, and then. No. Okay.
She was like nerd card, like a shocker, just.
And you couldn't say that in Elvish. You couldn't do that for us.
I can do Elvish, but I'm not gonna do that. That's too far.
That's a premium. That's a donate. Donate.
Yes,
donate. Okay.
I know.
You can hear I used to speak Elvish ASMR.
Ooh.
Dang, you see how quick he set that up?
You
could hear her singing some.
He was ready. He's like, oh no, I've already heard it. I know how it's gonna go.
That's OnlyFans. No.
Oh my god. I don't have one of those. Wait. No, I don't. I'm kidding. I don't. Everybody look.
It can't hurt for you to search.
Your faces were like, wait, what?
I was like, listen, revenue stream is a revenue.
Okay,
anyway.
when you find yourself having to convince people that you don't have one,
I don't.
That's an interesting
that's a powerful
nexus of life.
Oh, people. Well, cause I feel like people would be like, oh, that would make sense. Like people who know me.
Yo. So Zegler,
unknown. The thing I'm excited about is the fact that she is an unknown because I feel like, in the world of Hollywood, it's like you need known people to get into seats and sell shit. So
then I want the prince to be equally unknown.
Ooh, but
Chris
they're not
Pine.
gonna do that.
Damn, he's like our dad age,
Ooh,
he is.
You trying to do like actual?
It's the Grims.
Like, what do you want?
We got rid of the unconscious kiss.
Yeah.
Now there's a 32-year age gap. What's the do with age? Is nothing but a.
Hey, they told me there's a girl in this castle.
The only number you gotta worry about is 7.
I got a bad back.
Dwarves. Who wants these dwarves?
Oh my goodness.
They're gonna have they're gonna have like a queer or a female dwarf. I'm calling it.
Ooh,
I don't think it's gonna be 7. It's not gonna be 7.
It'll be like ladies, non-binaries.
I'm serious.
I call you and raise you no dwarves at all.
What?
Sorry, what?
How you gonna have the story of Snow White with no dwarves?
The movie is literally called Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And they're not in it. That's the catch.
And that's then they're the
oops.
They've long died in the mines.
What?
That's why Snow White has a mithril armor.
That's how she guards against the unconscious kiss. She got mithril on.
It's actually Lord
she
of the Rings.
She got a mithril dental dam.
How he didn't catch contact off the apple though? Like when he kissed, leaned in. How come he didn't just like?
And then he was like, ugh.
Cause she. All right.
She wiped it off.
And who's playing the witch?
Okay. I don't know. All we know is Rachel Zegler.
Ellen.
Honestly. Okay. I mean, she's not busy anymore.
No, I'm just the Ellen. I'm thinking a witch. Ellen, all white, some low tops.
And then she dances.
$10 if Ken Jeong is one of the dwarves.
That would be fun.
Yeah?
10. Yeah.
All right.
10.
10. I didn't say dollars. Did I say dollars?
You didn't say.
10
you just said 10.
You said 10.
Right.
10
tips.
10.
Okay. So the next casting one.
Keep going. Next casting one. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, the next casting news. I mean, tips, for your life.
Aisha.
Just go.
We'll never get through this. If you only focus on the tip.
Okay. So, what Timothy Chalamet. Timothy Chalamet.
Like Anthony Hardaway.
No, his first name is the one that's spelled funny.
Right.
Timothy.
It's hood. He got a dead ass hood.
Timothy's Hamlet
name.
Okay. Well, he's going to play, or is pegged to play, a young Willy Wonka.
Yes.
I don't know anything about
so weird
what
to
movie
say
it
pegged
is.
to play, but yes.
Pegged to play. Yeah, I don't know what movie is coming out. I have not heard about them making another Willy Wonka.
Yeah, it's like a prequel.
It's a prequel. Before the factory.
Like young Willy.
Chilling at the dentist office.
Like
dad.
Dentist office.
Like before it was a factory, it was a street corner.
He had a little cart.
Peaky Blinders.
I'm on season 4 of that, or 3.
I haven't even watched any of that because I can't understand a word they say.
No, you gotta do the subtitles.
You have to do subtitles.
You have to.
But I try to challenge myself.
No, why?
I can't hear anything.
There's no mix up. I tried it in my head. There's no mix of Peaky Blinders and Willy Wonka that doesn't sound like awful.
Amazing. No, amazing.
Willy Wonka.
Willy Wonka.
No, like Peaky Willy. Like it just.
Oh no!
Willy Blinders.
This is getting none of this.
Wait.
None of all.
I want to apologize to our British, cockneyed audience.
Yeah.
Nope, none of those.
All right.
Anyway, I mean, I think it's a good casting, to be honest.
The cast members that are alive from the Gene Wilder Willy Wonka have all expressed their this is great.
Like, that's a good one.
More Wonka.
Yeah, they need more cons. They need more cons.
Do they?
They need what?
I don't know how I feel about this because Gene Wilder is up here for me,
Well, everybody who was gung ho Willy Wonka fans hated the Johnny Depp one.
You see,
it's the Tim Burton one. Let's call it.
Yeah, that's true. And then I know people that actually it's different.
I like that movie. I'm not saying that it is. You have to separate them from the original. You can't be like, oh, this is another one of.
If you have to save one in a fire, you're saving
the original.
Yeah, that's a terrible way to put it.
No, but it's true. If my house was burning and it's like, which DVD? And I'm like,
the original.
Why do you have DVDs? But yeah.
Whatever. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
Well, good for him. And what else has he been in for me to be excited?
Timothy Chalamet?
I know I've seen him in things. I just
He's been in literally everything. Although I guess if you follow him,
things that I've seen.
Well, he's an art house actor. Good. Definitely he's a young dude, art house stuff. Call Me by Your Name.
What was that weird one he was in that we saw where he's a teenager, but he was a cool teenager, and then this girl liked him. It was weird.
Huh.
And it was around the same time as Call Me by Your Name. He was in 5 movies at the same time, honestly.
Oh, yeah, I know. Oh, damn it. That may have been The King, the one. No. There's one, because the one where he plays a young king on Netflix.
He's about to be in Dune,
King, he got a lot
that means anything.
Yeah, he's about to be...
Yeah, he's the main character guy in Dune.
He literally got nominated for Oscars, so...
Okay,
he'll be good.
He went to LaGuardia.
He did he?
Okay.
He had a very hilarious...
That's the check.
mumble rap segment on SNL that I would have like
it's pretty funny.
Scorned, but I was like,
him and
SNL's getting a lot of heat
Davidson.
today, huh?
Oh really? I mean,
you know,
they did.
We keep mentioning them. I'm just saying.
Oh,
you know.
Hey, yo, Lauren was good with some sponsorship.
Pete Davidson.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what he was in a sketch with him. The mumble rap.
Okay.
I always call him Pete Wentz. That's why I had to think real hard about it.
No, that's
I'm like, Pete.
Fallout Boy, right?
Or is it Fallout 4?
Fallout.
No, Pete Wentz. Don't do that.
Anyway, yeah, Pete Davidson.
All
right. So the next thing that we're gonna talk about is Netflix. First of all, I'd like to say Netflix is not the best at giving great deals to people of color, and that's been the thing that everyone's been talking about when I heard this news. So Kenya Barris has decided not to work with Netflix. He was like $100 million deal. He's like, nah, I'm good, because they weren't gonna let him do what he wanted to do. They just wanted like cut and paste. Blackish, grownish, black AF, whatever. And I think he really wanted to do something else, which I was excited about, because I was like, dude, you do other things.
Do something else.
Do something else. And they wouldn't let him. So he left, but they signed another deal with Steven Spielberg. So Kenya Barris is out. Spielberg is in.
But to be clear, I don't think that they like...
Yeah.
Okay, if we can't have Kenya Barris...
What's the next best thing?
Let's get Steven Spielberg. I don't think...
Who's the guy that directed Whoopi in that thing forever? Oh, yeah!
Our logo
we
became...
lost our logo.
Not the logo.
Not the logo.
Oh.
Now they can see the reflections.
I will.
Oh, there it is.
So anyway, yeah, it's not... We're framing this as the two separate things that just both have to do with time. Netflix.
They happened recently.
We are not saying that Netflix decided to go the Amblin route with Steven Spielberg Studio because they couldn't nail down Barris.
But a lot of people are seeing, well, not the fact that it's Spielberg or Barris. They're seeing the fact that, like, oh, okay, what they did to Michelle Cole and then what's happening with Kenya Barris. They're like, but you don't have a good track record. And then, like, Monique, too, I guess.
Yeah, Monique, that's what I was thinking.
So it's like, you don't have a good track record with black people. That's what people are seeing from this.
I mean, Dave Chappelle might disagree.
True, they did give him what he wanted, but again, you're Dave Chappelle.
Well, yeah. So
how do you not get what you want?
Well, the idea of the track record is interesting, but it's just of note which creative differences and how.
Right.
Because we don't know how many other.
Let's make a chart, man.
We don't know how many other lesser named or folks without as much.
Yeah, literally.
Minority Report.
Yeah, the Minority Report. Minority Google Sheets.
Google Sheet.
You know, it's in the cloud now.
I'm triggered by that.
He's like at work now. Okay. Anyway, well, it's interesting.
Well, Mr. Barris is gonna have his own
his own studio.
He's gonna be his own studio. But it's like I was calling it like the Tyler Perry of BET. He's gonna be like, boom! I got my own thing.
I just think that means he has a floor to work.
At BET.
Yeah, at BET.
He's like, meet me on floor 15.
Yeah, they're not building him like a fucking 100-acre.
Do you think that they gave him the same amount of money?
As Netflix would have?
$100 million?
I see. This is me and friends got into a fist fight, fisticuffs over this.
Fisticuffs?
I don't think BET has $100 million to give Kenya Barris.
I was gonna say, yeah. I mean, I'm sure they have, but
it's
like
a Viacom company.
Give...
They definitely have it.
Viacom does, but that doesn't mean that's BET's.
That's what I'm saying. This is the BET branch of Viacom.
Did y'all see the BET Awards? Everyone had a seat.
What does that mean?
Budgets is up to
the BET Awards.
For the BET Awards, they were probably folding Kenya chairs.
Barris.
Okay, you said seat.
You went boondocks on it.
I'm
mad.
Depending on the venue, okay.
The seat fillers were just like
cardboard cutouts.
Sandbags.
No, it's the inflatable tube guy.
There was like a name, seat filler.
Seat filler, yeah. Unlaminated.
Unlaminated.
It was just printed.
An
and
intern
then
was back like, oh God,
seat.
printed.
They got the award. The award goes to young seat filler.
Yep. Little seat filler.
Anyway, all right, we're off track. First call the episode.
Do you think BT has $100 million to give Kenya Barris?
That's a good question.
Put that in the chat.
Yeah. That's a good
know.
All right, so now is the time to do some shout outs.
Oh.
We're going to shout out to people. Okay, so as we were setting up, this person liked our stream, even though it was a test stream. And
it was pre-test stream.
Oh, they were like, "Who's this?"
Yeah.
Like, okay, was it Brendan? Two first names. Brandon.
Yes.
I was sorry. It's a tongue
so
twister.
Shout out to you, Brenda Brandon.
Of
the marsh. Of the. I don't know.
Brandon, if you're listening.
Brandon.
If you're, where did you like us?
Facebook.
On Facebook.
I thought it was Twitter.
No, Facebook.
Okay, Fable.
On Facebook. Nice.
On Fable. Okay.
Follow us. Like us more in other places.
Yeah.
And again, if you like and love us, you also will get this shout out. So like, share, subscribe, tell your friends. We do this live every other Thursday. And you can listen to our audio of the podcast at any time. So comment, share, tell people what you think, because that will help the algorithms get us in the right places.
We need those reviews.
We need reviews. That will definitely
write those reviews. If you're listening to the audio of this,
and you're like, dang, they're funny.
It only takes like 10, 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Just write a review.
It's a 2-hour Google form.
Or comment like, just do it. These people are funny. Even if it's like one thumbs up or something.
People... It's better than seat fillers.
Nah, roast us.
I've been daring people to roast us for
trying to stay.
Yo, Cortez, roast us, bro. You already know what it is.
He ain't got the keyholes, man.
And also, if you have a business and you want to have it shouted out on the podcast, let us know. We can work out a deal where we can put your commercial in between our breaks. And you can also help us fund this podcast. So it's like a win-win situation for both people.
Yes.
And if you out there know a business that you think would want to be shouted out, let us know. Even if it's not your business and you're like, yo, I know this company would love to be on here, tell us. We'll definitely reach out. All right, so it's not hard. Like, share, subscribe, comment, write a review. If you're a blogger, write a whole ass review. Like a whole page or something.
Do it.
And tell us.
Yeah, I know y'all out there.
Yeah, and if you do, let us know so we can shout you out.
Bronx-based blog boys, but there were other shout-outs. Cortez in the building. What's up?
Cortez.
Shout out to Al. To you. Shout out to Liz and Lou, because I see you was in both of them.
Oh, that's so fun.
Benji Hart.
Benji.
He liked on Facebook. Anybody? Did I miss anybody, Mike? Did I miss somebody?
No.
But nobody.
To address Al's LOTR marathon comment, that's because we just recently found out that the extended versions of Lord of the Rings is on HBO Max.
Yeah.
So that means you don't have to change Blu-ray discs.
I don't have to change the disc.
You can immerse yourself fully.
Continue in part 2. Mm-hmm. It just keeps going.
That's
magical.
Yeah. I'm going to be doing that soon this summer.
I just want to say that a Lord of the Rings marathon, a friend of ours was like, yeah, let's do this. And then I don't think they realized that it's 12 hours of let's do this.
Well, extended is more like
there's
15,
no other version,
you know?
And so, like, halfway through, like, the second film, they were like, I gotta head out.
I gotta head out where?
Go home.
To battle? To battle?
No,
to
it's
battle?
Like,
I
it's
can't
been
say it like
long
that.
enough.
I can't.
You know what I mean?
Battle.
Oh,
tobacco.
Tobacco.
I heard myself. I had to repeat
like
it.
Tobacco.
We have a sponsor.
Hey,
Big Philip.
Tobacco.
I was like Morris. Why they still legal?
To, like, ban cigarettes. I was gonna say,
get them while they're hot.
It's a little late. Also illegal. They're not allowed to market.
You know what's crazy?
They aren't.
But the anti-menthol ads are menthol ads.
Yeah, they are.
Think about it.
They're owned by Philip Morris too.
Say the patches.
All right, let's get into it.
Ooh, we got reviews.
We're gonna do our no spoilers review.
I'm excited. These are two very good things that I'm excited for.
Very interesting programs.
Oh.
What?
I know Fast 9 was interesting.
Interesting I mean it in a good way.
When you say interesting, I know what you mean.
No.
Subtext.
I mean, except for, I don't know about Fast 9. I'll get into it. Anyway, all right. If you have not watched Sweet Tooth, keep listening. If you haven't watched Fast 9, keep listening. And I'm going to be honest. You can keep listening in the spoiler too. Let's be honest.
I mean, if I heard a spoiler,
what are you spoiling in
I'd be like, and I'm still going to see
the commercial, the latest commercial for
gave away
the
biggest bag.
And I was like, yo, that's how confident they were. They're like, yeah, we're
going like, whatever.
They broke the pandemic records, whatever.
They did?
Yeah.
Oh my god. We went to it at 10:30 at night and the theater was filled. And I was
so proud of them.
I mean,
anyways,
the DCEU could never.
Oh my god.
Kevin Feige, he's taking notes. Because they started it first.
Alright, let's get into Sweet Tooth.
No, they didn't.
Alright, let's do just...
Sweet Tooth is an 8-episode series on Netflix.
Yeah. It is 8 episodes? Yeah.
And it was in their top 10 viewed things still. So it's popular.
If you haven't seen the, ads and stuff like that, there was a newspaper or something that I think did the ads for it. And it was, a picture of a baby that looked like a deer.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. And so, everybody's, freaking out. And then some people thought it was, a dig on, COVID vaccines. And,
well,
it was, a big thing. But, yeah. So the story is about, the...
Yeah, trigger warning. We could do that. Because some people might still be going through some PTSD and type... that's you know what? That's fair.
That's fair.
This show does have themes of, pandemic-type situations.
Yeah.
So that might be too soon for some people, and you know what? To be quite honest, we're still in a fucking pandemic. So
yeah,
that is fair. If we point out how other series might have cut out story elements that were similar to that, we gotta let people know this is an element of this story.
And I also feel like in it they may have ramped it up a bit too, where it's I mean, I don't know, I haven't read the graphic novel, but it feels like they were like, hey, this is so relevant to now, let's really lean in to the fact that
that's a
relevant.
Good point, because they did not to bring up another Netflix series, like the Daredevils and the shit, where they called the alien invasion from Avengers the incident or whatever the fuck, where they skirted around that traumatic event.
Right.
This one doesn't do that. No. That's a good point. They it's full blown shit hitting fan.
Yeah. And I mean, we're not going to go into spoilers. So
don't visualize that.
I couldn't help it.
What? Yeah, of course you can.
Regular term.
It just
full blown shit hitting fan is not. I don't know about that. To be fair, it's not.
It's all types of particle. Anyway. It's full blown. Anyway.
Okay. Do you see this as a kid friendly show?
Depends on the kid.
Actually, strangely enough, it is... No, it's pretty gory, I thought. Is there a lot... Well, there's a lot of violence. I'll say that.
It's violence. It's not gory.
There's a lot of, very intense violence, but it's also nowhere near as violent as a video game. So, it's not personal violence. It's you're watching... It's, very emotional. So, I would say that it's... I say you could... an adult watching it with a kid, they could get the context right. There's so much sweetness actually in what's happening that I'd say you can watch it with a kid.
Right. The only reason I bring it up too is because there's a lot of kids in the show.
There are a lot of kids in the cast. My monsters saw and love Umbrella Academy, so
well,
that's the barometer. Then they're good.
And Alexi recently saw the Scream series with her mom. Which that is a passing of the torch. How old is she now? Alexi?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She's 10 going on 11.
Huh. Okay.
That's mom passing the torch because they're twins. Her and her sister, they used to watch the Scream series in their room on repeat.
Wow.
Just chasing 1, 2, 3, whatever, blankets over the head. And they would have marathons watching that. So, the fact that Alexi now has passed that threshold. To answer the question, depends on the kid. Yeah. If they've been in Netflix and they've watched Umbrella Academy, this is not that in terms of the violence and goriness.
Yeah.
But thematically, Francis is correct. There's a lot of heart in this show. So, the violence is used effectively to convey danger and trauma. It's not like they're for stylistic. It's not gratuitous, and it's not for style. Although I'm hoping eventually it will be. But yeah, I think it's fine.
Watch with a kid.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
If they cry,
if a kid is listening to this shit, then yes.
Oh my goodness.
So yes.
Okay, so in the realm of just generalness of it, so there's no spoilers. What is something you liked about the film or the series, and what is something that you kind of wish they had done better?
Okay. Start with you.
Okay. So I mean, mine is really mixed because I did enjoy it. I think it has a really good story. I really liked the story, and it's very intriguing. I feel like there might be holes in it, but depending on where it goes, because I think we were kind of left
a
little hanging there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's pretty. I loved the story. I think that the history of the world is a little weak for me.
Okay.
Just because, and like this is not really spoiler, but kind of spoiler. It's been like 10 years from a specific thing that happened. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, that seems kind of short for me for the development of the world as it is.
There were some things. When we get to the spoiler, remind me to touch on that because there was one particular part that I was like, come on.
Really? Like, how you got this?
I was no, not even how you got this, but I was like, come on.
It's only been 10 years.
Yeah, exactly. We'll get to that.
Yeah. But yeah, other than that, no, I like the story.
Okay.
Yeah, I have an issue with some characters, but it's like the smallest amount of issue.
Okay. Me? Oh, all right. I enjoy, like, for me, I'm if you've been listening to us for a long time, you know that I'm very particular when it comes to enjoying child actors on screen because they when they fuck up, to me it stands out more than when like an adult does. Yeah. Don't know why.
You gotta hold your nose up higher.
I gotta hold my nose up higher. Is that
these child actors?
That's what you're saying.
When they do.
Is that how I came across that I was being?
Not at all. I just
okay.
I'm here for the good.
Are you done? You stepping on my toes?
My bad.
Okay. On my hooves. Let me make my 3 points and then I'll pass it along.
Oh my god.
The child acting is not distracting. It's actually fairly good. So for people that also have that pet peeve when they're watching...
Pet peeve?
Yeah, because, like, listen, we review what we reviewed last time. Fucking In the Heights?
Yeah.
Okay, In the Heights, anytime there's a child on screen, they were looking at the fucking camera. It's annoying, okay? So...
You know what? That's fair. That's, like, number one thing not to do.
Right, and they do it. So it's distracting, you know? Child at heart. So the child acting is good. I liked it. The world building, like Aisha said, a bit problematic, but it is intriguing, though. Right. So like they did a good job at the pacing because I wanted to know more. I saw the entire series in one fucking day. Right. And I didn't realize I was up to episode 6. I thought I was on 3. Right, that's how much had passed, and I was like, oh shit, I'll just finish it. Why not? Yeah, it flows really well. They got like a Wilford Brimley like narrator guy.
Yeah.
Oh and
He's good.
It's Josh Brolin.
It is Josh Brolin.
That's Josh Brolin?
I know. It doesn't
People don't know his real voice. He sounds like Sam Elliott in real life.
It doesn't sound exactly like
but he does. This isn't his regular voice.
No, he's putting on, it's an actor. He's putting on.
Okay, so that's why I didn't know.
But this is much closer to his real voice than Thanos is.
Well, of course, he's being Thanos.
Okay, so apparently this shit is narrated by Thanos. Changes everything.
It changes everything.
It changes everything.
A little bit.
He's like, see what happens when the snap goes right.
And then, okay, so the villains in this series, you're going to be guessing who they are. That's fine. Some of them are very obvious. That's fine. But there's a lot to root for, so I guess that's why they want to make the villains very apparent. Right. That could be a positive or negative depending on your taste and your style. Okay. But for a Netflix series, I want to say this too. It doesn't feel like a Netflix series.
No,
like a lot of these Netflix series, they kind of have this. I don't know if it is the pacing, because ultimately they want you to binge it, but sometimes they find themselves like making seasons too long, and then you feel like there's filler elements.
I'm totally about to address the exact same.
This one didn't really have that. I felt like it flowed really well.
Right, that's why I feel like I kept calling it a film, because that's what it
felt like.
It was tight. Yeah,
we had the same experience when we watched enough of it, and we're like, "Where are we?"
And you were farther than you thought, right?
Okay, yeah. Oh, we're about to finish. Oh, snap! We should save this.
Yeah, it's paced. I would have to say it's in terms of how it's shot too. It's very different than a lot of other Netflix series. Whoever shot this or is in charge of it, they have a very like cinematic eye. There's a lot of angles, high angles, uses of nature and things like that make it enjoyable visually, and just you don't feel like you're watching 8 episodes.
Right.
I think the pacing was the thing I enjoyed the most about it. And this is an adaptation. So, it was a comic book by Jeff Lemire. And what it's missing is that, in a comic book, you can read every detail. You're given every detail. Right. Even the mysteries are given with more detail because you're reading it. Yeah. And that's what's missing, kind of. That's the
for
missing.
You? Have you read the series or no?
You're just talking about issue here and there.
Oh, right.
But more important, like, for me, it was really about it was like, so the pacing of the show is different from the pacing of the book.
Right.
But it works for the show, but it also takes me out of
what you liked about the book.
The detail, like the little bit that I got to read, I knew more details than I did watching this entire series.
Yeah,
that's
the
fair.
details
I have
is
answers.
what I was missing.
That's fair.
I have answers, and which is what it was.
Well, they did on purpose, I'm sure.
This is like one of Robert Downey Jr.'s pet projects.
Oh, really?
Oh.
That was like because Jeff Lemire was shopping this around for a long time.
Yeah, because Sweet Tooth is not a new series.
Not at all.
It's been around for a while.
It's just the pandemic. They were like, you know what? Why not?
Well, he got Jeff Lemire got the story. Somebody was like, you're never gonna get a thing about a half deer pass, and it was like, and so Vince got to Robert Downey Jr. He was like, let's do it.
He did Dr. Dolittle.
Was he pitching this to Jim Brewer again?
A little bit.
Is that what that was?
A little bit.
I just want to note
this shit's
that
on Doolittle.
Cortez says that it's
tight.
James Brolin and not Josh Brolin.
Ooh.
Who's James?
No wonder. So technicality. Yes.
Who's James Brolin?
Josh Brolin is the singer guy.
No, that's Josh Groban. I was like, Josh Brolin.
Can you say Groban on there? Can you?
I don't know. Francis is looking it up.
I am.
Are we agreeing that it's a Brolin?
A Brolin, yeah. It did say Brolin.
Question is, which bro is it?
Which Brolin?
Which bro?
Which bro? Well.
Which brew?
Oh, it's James Brolin. It's literally like, that's why I thought it was him.
Yeah. Look up Josh Brolin though. Isn't he a singer too?
No, that's Josh Groban.
That's definitely Josh
Look
Brolin.
up. There's a Josh Brolin out there.
That sings what? Like
he plays second base or something.
So I mean, it's cut and dry that it's
Josh Brolin sounds like
Josh Brolin's dad.
It's
so I mean,
Thanos. Slim Thanos.
It's Josh Brolin's dad. I mean, it's Josh Brolin's dad.
It's James Brolin.
Yes.
Oh.
That's why I literally thought it was him.
Okay, wait a minute. So it's not Thanos.
No, it's his dad.
Thanos'
Okay,
dad,
you know what? I accept the chat's apology.
I mean, they corrected.
Because I was like, this is not.
Listen, I just crossed streams.
No,
Quartet. You know what? I'm gonna go see you in real life.
Oh, okay.
Is that I don't understand the context of.
No, I just want to visit him. He moved.
I was like, isn't he in my car?
No, he's like in DC area.
All right. Well.
Why are we doxing him?
Because he deserves it.
Thanks, Cortez, for the update.
Appreciate the clarification.
Good look, bro.
All right. Well,
I knew I wasn't bugging.
We do gotta move on.
All right. Sweet Tooth, watch it.
Yeah, watch it. I mean, it might as well give it a watch.
Yeah, series we don't rate apparently.
And it goes fast.
Watch it. It's interesting. Watch it.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get into Fast 9.
You just had like a rush.
I did.
With the Nas.
I am ready.
I don't even have a question this because I honestly I have no idea what this movie was about. I don't know why they keep making them. And it just blows my mind every moment. We came out of the movie theater and this man, probably like a young child, was like, it didn't even follow the laws of physics at all.
No, of course not.
No.
And this movie,
OD.
It went so far.
First of all, it did not go Sharps and Hobbs and
Yes,
Shaw.
it did.
It did.
Yes,
No.
It did.
We're not doing
It got
spoilers.
close.
Spoilers. When we get there,
we're not doing spoilers.
I'm gonna give you close. It did not go that
down.
far.
Stop it,
bro. It did.
Stop the madness. Okay, I'll do this because it's in the trailer. A car comes off of a cliff and gets picked up by a jet.
Yeah,
that's not impossible. That's actually the second most feasible
we
thing.
have the technology.
You're lucky this is no spoilers because there's so many more.
We have the technology. What are you talking about?
This is ridiculous.
This is many people might wrongly identify this as the 9th movie in the Fast and the Furious series.
Wait,
it is not.
What do you mean?
Because we have the spin-offs.
There's spin-offs?
The
Habasha.
Habasha.
The Shabs and Hall.
Yeah, so we have that. Okay. Young Vin Diesel, is still Torettoing it up. Okay. You may have identified him in the credits, but he doesn't appear in any trailers. John Cena is also in this. Okay.
You're like, what?
Allegedly. And the cast is here. This was the movie. Listen, if you have not been to the movies in a long time because of the pandemic, because of fears and all that,
don't do
this. This is
Are
the
you...
moviest movie to movie.
Absolutely not.
This is the movie. It's big. It's loud. It's bombastic. It takes you out of reality. It's an escapist thing. It is the movie for movies.
It is ridiculous. I don't think
to return to film, to return to cinema.
Okay,
return to remember the last movie we saw in the theaters. Well, together. Was Tenet.
And I would take that a million times.
Oh my God.
Today.
All right, was Tenet. Which is a very fancy philosophical blah blah, right?
And I will do that.
You know what has less holes than Tenet? Fast 9.
Absolutely not.
It is cohesive.
I think we saw a different movie.
There's no plot holes in this movie.
This movie is a plot hole.
There are potholes.
There's nothing that happens in this movie.
A plot hole.
At every minute, I had to be like, where are we and why?
Let me tell you something. You want to go on a journey? You want to know the meaning of family?
Yeah.
You want to go back and look at how a person could overcome trauma?
Yeah, go watch Soul Food.
Maybe your family has suffered, losses or has discrepancies. Okay? You want to know how to heal?
There's not a discrepancy.
All y'all go and watch Fast 9 together.
Fast 9 is Discrepancy the movie.
Discrepancy, plot hole, the movie.
But
plot
it does not sell you on anything. It is not. It
right.
Exactly.
It keeps it a buck.
Fast 9 will not lie to you.
It's not. It does not lie.
It won't.
At one point, and we'll talk about it in spoilers, I thought they were going real meta with fucking Tyrese. I was like, are you about to just
Tyrese,
hey, we're
listen,
in a movie.
There's Deadpool, and then there's Tyrese. Shade Wilson.
Oh my God. I mean, every moment he spoke, I was like, please stop.
I think we did see different movies because this movie affects everyone differently. It's not multifaceted. It's not complicated.
Oh no, there's one facet.
There's one facet. All right?
There's actually half a facet because they took one facet away and it still kept it a buck. When we get to the spoilers, I'm dead ass. You'll see.
Y'all, even if you haven't seen this freaking movie, please keep listening to us for the spoiler because it is about to go.
I'm not overselling it. I'm not overselling it, people.
It's about to go down.
I'm not overselling it. I'm not. Rate it? We rating it? We rate it, right?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Because all y'all doing is taking shots at it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's rate it. What we rating it?
No, you go first. Fuck it.
How I'm gonna go first?
Oh, I should go. Right.
I'm not going first on this.
I'll go first.
You're not catching me like that.
Academy Award winner Vin Diesel in.
No, see, that's your problem. That's your problem. You went into this movie wanting it to be something else. You went in there with expectations.
I liked Hobbs and Shaw.
Okay, so how could you not like this?
Oh, come on.
Listen, there's the Eternals. Marvel has the Eternals, and Fast 9 is the Eternals of the Fast and Furious universe.
Doesn't make it good.
Oh, that doesn't make any sense.
It is.
Okay.
It makes perfect sense.
I'm definitely giving it a 4 because there was nothing in there that I could go away with that I was like, yeah, man, that was fun. Was that fun? That happened?
Wow.
What happened?
What'd you give Hobbs and Shaw?
I'm pretty sure I get it like a 7. Wow. That story made so much sense. And you're like, right. Oh, dang.
Need like, more Idris.
Idris Elba.
All right. Yeah. What you give, Francis?
I'm going to give it a 3.9.
You can't even give it a 4?
We didn't even say what out of we're giving it. This is how...
Yeah, you guys...
I can't because it's going to spoil it if I do.
No. Say we have to use... Okay, we need something.
We need something.
I mean, the obvious
landmines?
thing.
Candy bars?
I can't.
God, this movie is terrible.
This isn't making sense. Oh, you know what? How many magnets? How many... What is it? What were they called?
I'm not saying it because that's a spoiler.
Did they name them?
Is it a spoiler?
They were essential.
Yeah, but did they
That's
name
what they
them?
were.
Okay, fine. We're calling it how many landmines?
I don't like that.
We should give it callbacks. We should be like, how many callbacks out of 10? Because this is what this is.
How many race cars?
How many hairline fractures can you ID from across the room?
Out of 10.
Out of 10.
Oh my God. Well, way more than that.
How many
but
prison
I'm
mechanic
still giving it
guards?
A 4.
How many cameos out of 10?
How many random children?
Oh.
Anyways.
You talk about
I said 3.9. I said 3.9.
All right, whatever. You give it a 3.9?
Yes.
I'm not giving this anything less than a 7. Okay. Nothing less than a 7 or 7.5. 7.5.
Listen, I'm not judging you. I support.
I'm not judging anyone who likes.
I'm combining their scores and adding.
Combining.
Deadass.
7.5.
11.
This is the biggest discrepancy in the history of us rating anything on this show, on this podcast.
Yeah, you saw
it. In history.
Oh my God.
They gave it a combined less than 7. I'm going 7.5, and I'm not changing gears. Oh. I'm sticking with my score.
So you're just gonna put a cinder block on that?
So you're gonna
on the
need
pedal
to,
and just let it go right off the cliff.
You're gonna need to keep listening to figure out why we feel how we feel. Because I'm so
because they're bitter. I gotta tell you right now.
I'm so jealous on the Fast 9 series. No, not at all.
Wait, bitter and jealous is the same thing?
No.
Oh, okay.
All right, let's take a break.
Perfect time.
Break. So on this break, go swimming.
What the fuck?
Yes, I don't care where you are.
At night, swim in the gutters.
Swim wherever you can. Splash.
Swim in the hydrant backwash.
Like a bird.
Yeah. Roll around. Whatever you gotta do. Because it's hot.
Mom, I'm swimming in the gutter rainbows. Look at me.
We turned off the air conditioner and the fans for you.
I'm about to turn it back on in a second.
Daryl, we love you.
Dude. All right. We'll be back.
So that's a break.
That's a break. I'm turning this on. Sorry, live people.
You got anything in the chat? People saying?
Chat.
You got anything? You got the chat over there.
Oh, I do. I forgot. Okay. So Cortez said that he gave Sweet Tooth 1 out of 5 stars.
What?
I know.
He didn't like it.
He really didn't like Sweet Tooth.
I think he was rating our.
He said you guys suck.
Yeah, I think it was about the James Josh Brolin thing.
because we got the names wrong. Okay, that's
Wait,
fair
who's
enough.
we?
France got the names.
That's not a ship I'm going down.
I pulled Jim Brewer out of my fucking ear.
only during the breaks you're gonna hear France say fucking.
You literally can't trust me on any name whatsoever, so I'm not to blame.
I just saw Endgame intermittently throughout the day today. And
I completely believed that it was Josh Brolin.
I thought it wasn't. I saw Brolin. I was like, oh,
Jeb Brolin.
I mean, but his dad is a legend, so that's on me.
That's fine.
That's why.
But Cortez, damn, bro, you had to put your fucking foot on my neck, bro.
Well, you did threaten to go to his house, and you
I know.
almost doxed him. You know, you almost doxed.
First of all, my man live at
Dr. Robotnik. That's a spoiler, Al. That's a spoiler. So hold on that.
I'm coming back. Everyone keep talking.
It's a break, so we're taking a break. Let's put up the links for a little bit. If you guys want to donate stuff, that'd be nice. We'll be back momentarily. Yeah. Okay, folks.
And we're back.
We're back.
So I hope you're able to, like, you know, jump in a pool if you have a pool or run around in the street water. Because it's hot. Oh! We gotta stop and be more hot. There we go.
Sorry
about that.
What hit?
No, you hit me. It's okay.
Sorry.
All right. So now that we're back, I have this one question, you know. Speaking of Fast 9.
Al, pay attention.
This is important. What is the difference between a good bad movie and a bad movie?
And a bad movie?
Just a bad movie.
I guess we start with examples, and that's probably helpful.
Okay.
A movie that I love and hold near and dear to my heart, that I know is a bad movie, is Reign of Fire.
Yeah, that's not.
With Matthew McConaughey and Christian Bale running around being breathy.
Yeah, like if we're talking about plot holes, whoo, that one's got a lot.
Like, it's a bad movie. Like, it's laughable.
It's a high budget bad movie too.
Yeah,
a lot of them are.
It's a gray movie. That movie is gray as fuck.
Oh, it is.
Yes.
Gloucestershire.
And then it goes like underground for like the end half of the movie.
Yeah. It's bad, but what makes it a bad movie, even though I love it, is
you mean a good bad movie?
It's a bad movie. It's a bad
he's saying
movie.
This one's the bad movie.
Okay, but
Reign of Fire is not a good movie.
Okay, so now you think it's an example of a good bad movie because that was confusing.
I get what your point is made. It's just
you said you liked it anyway.
I love it, but it's terrible. I was like, but you know what? And then a good bad movie is also with Christian Bale. Is and then the name escaped me immediately, right when I was about to recall it. The one with the gun fu in it.
What?
Oh, yeah. The off-brand Matrix.
Came out. Would have came out before
they
the Matrix.
Surround him. Yeah.
I've definitely never seen this.
Shit. Yeah, no.
I think you have.
You've seen gifs of it at the very least.
With Christian Bale.
It has a weird name that's like an ideal. It's, you know what I mean. Like it's one of those like it's definitely not gun fu.
It is Equilibrium.
Oh,
okay.
Equilibrium.
See, it has an ideal in it. I knew that.
True.
With him and Taye Diggs, with Christian Bale and Taye Diggs. That
and Tyrese
is also a bad movie, but it's
not
good.
very good. But it's good. Yeah.
Like the source material for
Tyrese is not in the movie. Let me say that. I don't know
why. Tyrese Diggs. I mean, the foreheads match.
That's
true. That's what we're
that
doing now.
True.
Wow.
They
true.
Swapping foreheads.
Irreplaceable.
I feel like the difference between like a good bad movie and a bad movie is like when it's not a good movie, it means that it's not like, you know, it's not like the top tier, like, oh my God, I'm watching The Green Mile or something, right? I don't know. I just pulled out an Oscar movie out of nowhere. Whatever.
Yeah, I don't know if that's what you wanted to use.
Okay. Well,
my name John Coffey.
Maybe that's a good bad movie. Whatever.
The Green Mile.
Something that wins an Oscar. But like you can see that you enjoy it, but it's not necessarily like a top tier movie. For me, that's like a good bad movie, right? You're like, so for instance, a lot of people would say The Mummy, like the first Mummy. That's not like a good movie, right? But
what?
Yeah, a lot of
it's
people
beloved.
People love it, but it's not necessarily like a great.
When you look at the shit that was coming out around the same time, that was like the best like summerish type movie.
Yeah, I love it. It's like one of my favorite movies ever, but in reality, it's not like
I won't give you The Mummy, the first one, as a bad movie.
Okay, well then also like for me personally, like Jurassic World. It's not a good movie.
Also not
okay.
But like I enjoy it. It's fun. It's action. It's adventure.
Oh, it was a bad movie.
It is.
It is a bad movie.
Oh my God.
Come on. There is pterodactyl T-Rexes.
It's like, it's dumb.
No, it doesn't make any sense.
It operates
but that
in the
doesn't
universe,
mean that it's a bad movie. Do you know what I mean? You still like it.
Okay.
But Reign of Fire, that is just
it's good. This is why this is potentially entertaining, because we have different views, and we don't have to agree all the time.
We don't.
For me, a bad movie is a movie that I look at it like a athlete or a team, a sports team.
Okay.
It's a if you have the ambition and the budget, like when everything is set up for you to succeed,
right,
at a vision and you fall short of that.
Is that a bad movie?
Yes.
Okay.
It's like Game of Thrones season 8.
Ooh.
Everything is there for it to,
Right.
it's top tier everything.
Right.
But who the fuck was satisfied with the outcome?
Nobody wanted that.
Not even the people that made it.
Right. They were like, we gotta get out of this.
Yeah. Okay, they were all ready to get fucking matching tats that they've been on the like the Lola Rings motherfuckers, and then they're like, yeah, maybe not. No.
Good thing we didn't go through with that.
Nah, well, Kit, you already got your. Ah, fuck. All right.
Sorry.
All right. Sorry about that, Kit. You know, so for me, because I set a high bar for me to then say a movie's bad, I guess that's why I like more bad movies than y'all do.
Okay.
Like, me and Al have spent summers in our lives hunting down the worst.
Velocipaster.
Yes.
Gotcha.
And you're the hunter from the future, which is our favorite bad movie of all time. This is a movie that had no business.
Is the Velocipaster one?
No, this is You're the Hunter from the Future.
Oh, that's the name.
That's a movie that had no. I showed that movie to my anime club in its entirety once.
Oh my god, what is this movie
And they
about?
fucking 30 kids in an unair conditioned fucking computer room with the internet at their fingertips paid attention to on a Friday afternoon.
Damn, the stakes keep raising.
They just of their own accord.
So is that a good bad movie then? Because it like
it's terrible. But what I'm saying is that it's the opposite of everything I said for what makes a straight up bad movie.
Okay.
This movie had all the ambition. It had the scope and scale. It had dinosaurs and time travel and futuristic tech.
God. Is this a sci-fi movie?
It is an everything movie. Okay. Yes.
I just mean like the channel sci-fi. You know
no. It's sci-fi
That's
could
why
never.
FY?
This is like if like
I would more Kel.
Listen. I hate saying listen, but
right.
Pero right.
Escucha.
You're the Hunter from the Future. It's problematic.
Okay.
It has it has bum acrobatics and archery.
You said bum acrobatics?
Yes.
Like I'm already like cartwheels in the sky? Like
yes.
What are we doing? No.
It has all these things.
All the trappings.
All the trappings. If it only had a budget. The movie was so bad that it used the entire soundtrack, like the score, from another film that had nothing to do with anything that took place.
They were like, here's
in this
John
film.
Williams.
Okay? That's how bad this movie was. No one gave it a chance. But
except Anime Club.
But if you watch this movie, it's like, holy shit, I wish this had a budget.
Oh my god.
That's what you say.
But that's all hope and fluff.
I was going to say.
But it's like a bad movie, but it's good because it's entertaining.
The Room. People love that movie, even though it's the worst movie ever.
If you can laugh at a movie for what it's trying to do, you know what I mean? If you can...
Does that make it a good bad movie, though?
It's enjoyable. I mean, if I'm enjoying watching the movie, even if the reasons I'm enjoying it are not the intended ones...
Right.
It's good.
Well, that's what happened with Fast 9 for me.
It's a good bad movie. I'm saying it's a good bad movie. We're not doing that now. We're not doing that now.
We're not ready yet.
We're not doing that now. This is the question section.
All right. Okay.
Like Shaw and Hobbs.
Hubbershaw.
That shit was like the two of them were basically
made
out of adamantium.
That's a good bad movie though, because you're like, this is not a good movie.
Because
I'm in it.
You go into it and you're like, okay, 4 wheels on the ground. I have a concept of where they are, Earth. But then when you see, they're like, they're not gonna do. Well, they're not gonna. There's no way.
I just love that you're saying this and love Fast 9.
No, but
that's all they do.
If there's no ceiling for the unbelievable in any good bad movie, like that's the point. I was like, if there's no ceiling for the are they gonna? And it just keeps going, and they never recover.
It's Dragon Ball. That's Dragon Ball Z.
Why do we watching that shit in high school?
Why do we watch film if not for the possibility of the impossible?
You know what?
Why are we even watching them then?
I'm sorry. I'm here for the narrative.
Okay, but if the narrative can continue to push the limits of your own expectations,
the narrative
is that
the
not
story, not the bullshit
the
craziness.
Story, yes.
That was not. They were. I was like,
there was no story.
All right.
So you knew why Dom went to jail. Okay.
Spoiler.
I didn't say
what did I already say? What did I already say? You can keep listening. All right. Okay.
You could.
So let us know what makes a good bad movie and what makes a bad movie. Okay.
We have three very different opinions.
Very different. So if you know the answer, let us know.
There's no answer. There's no answer. Whatever you enjoy.
The right answer is out there.
There's a definitive answer, and I need
for everybody that hates Reign of Fire. They're people that hate Dragonheart.
How dare you?
Well, no, objective, subjective.
I'm just saying.
Listen, when somebody's dribbling up court, and you know when they're a bad dribbler, you're like, oh wow, man, that motherfucker can't dribble. I was like, anyway. Craft skill is a thing. There's a thing.
Okay. Well, that kind of leads us to our next segment. Whose turn is it to swallow? Is it me?
I think last one was France.
Yeah.
I think it is me.
So it's you.
Okay.
How you want to do this?
Only spoiler.
Okay, I get it.
No, don't mention
it.
She quieted.
She did.
If we don't get money off the kawaii.
Okay.
I did the finger thing too.
Oh wow.
Can you please, for our non-visual audience, explain what the fuck you just meant by I did the finger thing too?
I guess you would call it an American 2 peace signs.
Okay.
Up by your face though. You can't just be like, yay. I mean, you can.
You can.
But it's like, you gotta be like, look at my face. I'm cute. Peace.
All right.
Okay.
We'll take that.
Mm-hmm. Yay. All right. Let's start with Sweet Tooth and then we'll get into the behemoth of Fast 9.
The girthy.
So I'm gonna start kind of like big picture here because I feel like I felt this. But does this series, because I keep calling it a film, does it suffer from all the other characters are more interesting than the main character syndrome?
Well, do we even agree on that? Because I don't.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Does it?
No, because I don't agree with that. I don't agree with the premise of the question.
Okay, I'll go then.
Like, are there characters that are more interesting than the main character?
Yes.
Arguably, but I find the main character interesting enough.
Okay, so I don't.
Okay.
Only because I feel like
your lack of shonen anime is showing.
Yeah, I definitely. I'm not the biggest one, but so I just feel like the main character, cute as he may be, is like the most annoying, so obnoxious. And sometimes I want to just be like, shh, I'm going to tie your hands and you sit here and we'll figure it out without you and we'll come back for you. Because it's like, the Sweet Tooth thing is cute until you keep sit here, don't fucking move. And then he's like, oh my god, candy. And then gets up and moves. 8 times. 8 times. And I'm like, okay, you can't do this more than once for me. And then I'm supposed to help you. I'm done with you. Kid. He's a child.
He's a deer.
He's a deer child.
Right, he's not a goat. Okay, so
he's not a goat.
He is the goat though.
But that and all the other characters, I feel like, was Big Man and the other girl and stuff
Bear.
So interesting. The woman who is in the zoo, oh my god, I want to hear more about them. And then every time he came on the screen, I was like, okay, patience.
I think you're being a little bit too hard on Sweet Tooth because in a world where it has jaded everyone and no one's trusting one another, and it is the world that his Dike father described to him as a fire, as just people in fire.
People in fire.
He was sheltered, and he's naive, but he's still able to. He's the most kid on the show.
Yeah, it's true.
Everything you were describing, I was like, that's just a regular kid in class in school. That's just you just described. I'm
not a teacher.
I'm just saying
you're allergic.
You described.
I'm allergic.
You pretty much described what any kid might just do on the regular in any circumstance.
I'm like, shh.
Yeah, it's like, but is it annoying relative to everyone else knowing what the stakes are all the time?
Right.
Yes, But at the same time, that type of outlook is the only thing that's going to change the way the world has become. That's what the story seems to be telling me. Okay. You know, the trajectory of the story. You're right. Because look at the effect he had on Big Man, you know?
Yeah, it's a narrative choice.
And I think that's why I still continued. It wasn't a deal breaker for me. I wasn't like, this kid is so annoying. It was just like, oh my word.
Yeah. But the good thing is, based on your question, and I see your friend, is that there are lots of interesting characters. Even if the main character is not your cup of tea, that's fine. There are lots of interesting characters that get a good amount of screen time for you to understand at least a little bit of their motivations and stuff like that. And definitely by the end of the series, it's implied that a lot of these narrative threads are going to intertwine.
Yeah, for sure.
So, you know, that's good. I think having a lot of interesting characters is a lot better than putting all your hopes in maybe one or two.
Right.
That it'll be enough of a hook.
Yeah, I mean, the character itself is a plot device. He's the vessel for all the things the world will spill into, and then vice versa. His naivete and innocence is supposed to spill out into the world. It's like Finn on Adventure Time.
Yeah.
I like Finn better.
Because Finn could rat.
And Finn had a sword.
He did have a sword.
He could fight. He was throwing hands from way back. Right. It was like, which is to say, they give us a lot of room to see where he can go, and he's annoying as a kid, but he's just same annoying as any kid. So it doesn't help that you're like on this podcast with two educators. So we're just
my God.
Yeah, he's just
because even what's
put him in a duffel bag. Pigtail. Let's get doing
this. Because even Pigtail like had similar traits to Sweet
I guess
Tooth.
So yeah, they're you know? And maybe that's part of it. You know, like the innocence of children is supposed to be like the crux of getting out of this.
They got caught in the church because she don't know how to fucking stay still. I know. There was no reason she had to scout out the way she did.
I was like,
she was just hoping to be the first to show her mom, you know, and see her mom and see, I did it.
I'm here.
I am smart. Yeah, there was no need for her to be outside.
Oh my God.
Dude, what the fuck? Wow. But anyway.
No.
What's the SNL guy? That was the dad.
Jim Brewer.
No. The
Phil
Lamar.
Aisha.
Sorry.
The Will Forte.
I don't do names.
Will Forte. I did it. I did the name.
Will Forte.
It's Will Forte, right?
It's Will Forte.
Isn't he in like another series in which is like post-apocalyptic and he has a beard?
My God, what is it called?
So they just borrow
Last Man on Earth.
Last Man on Earth.
So they just.
It was pretty funny.
Right, but like, did he just film this in between takes?
It's actually a connected universe, and he just like slid over. He's like, I have a kid.
I would believe it. I would believe it.
Mm-hmm. I liked him actually. I think his story behind it, and the only thing I was like, why do we keep doing this where we try to like shelter kids? You know what I mean? Like, it's the freaking apocalypse. Just tell them what the hell is going on.
But that's the thing, though, Aisha. With kids, you...
But, I mean, in this situation, shouldn't he know that, like, hey, there's, like, a sickness out there that's killed so many people, and because of who you are, you might be hunted.
If you raise this kid who's potentially, because we don't know all the answers, the cause of the world being on fire... If you raise this kid to be, you know, the John Connor that we wish John Connor was. Hannah. But I don't know if this world needs more Hannahs. There's already a Hannah. There's Bear and our whole group. You know what I'm saying?
True.
This world kind of needs heart. They need hope. They need that aspect of humanity that gets torn away when communities just burn one another, literally.
Yeah. When,
you know, there's one T not crossed or one I not dotted.
There's something else that's super important, and that was about it was the fact that the Sweet Tooth naivete comes from his dad. It came from Will Forte's character.
Right.
Yeah.
It came from how he raised him.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So he himself had that.
Yeah.
When we see when he's talking to them, when he meets the mom, or he
didn't have all the answers himself.
Yeah, and he was like the janitor guy was just like, you know, this is my life.
Which was funny because like when they showed him going like to work in that episode, I was prepared for him to be like, to be like a scientist or something.
Oh, really?
But then when they show him, because like, you know, he seemed to be a smart guy. He was able to, but what I was observing from him in those earlier episodes was not like necessarily an academic mind.
Right.
But I was observing a handy. He was handy.
Things.
Dad mind.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's, that was my own projection onto him. But
That's
when
true.
I saw that I was like, oh.
Yeah. That made sense to me. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, like he knows how to build things. He knew to like get the water and build a home and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. So that made sense to me.
So you talk about crossover worlds and shared universes. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Or in this case, the deer. What the fuck was up with that Patronus moment?
Right. So for anyone who's watching, we're talking about the fact that Sweet Tooth would often see a deer, and they would I feel like they would I don't know, have a moment.
Yeah, but that's a doe, a female deer.
You're talking about the other time, yeah. So throughout the thing, you start with a deer, right, and he keeps seeing the deer, and
he called
it mom.
Yeah, he did call it mom.
Right, and then the other time when the deer saved him, right?
Yes, that's the time I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He was in the visitor center with that other family with big guy. And they get ambushed by a bunch of last men. Mm-hmm. And one of the last men flanks and opens up, the door. And when he's, after he corners or whatever, gets Sweet Tooth in his sights to shoot at him with his gun, he starts to raise it, but then sees something appear behind him. And let me say this before. If you've read the graphic, we're not looking for spoilers here. We're just describing, and we're going to ask ourselves what the fuck it was. Yeah, behind him appears like a very adult,
majestic,
yeah, like a fucking Patronus. It looked like Harry's Patronus. But it could have been a real deer too. It was kind of weird to.
I felt like it was a real deer
because it was interesting. It started backing away as soon as it was within eyesight of big guy, big man.
Right.
So it's like him not being able to have a chance to see it. Keeps us guessing, was there anything there to see? Like, what made this guy stop in his tracks? It was powerful and it was interesting, and I don't know what it means, but
I feel like what they're trying to say is that because, and they did it a little bit with explaining the two kind of species coming together, was they're the savior, meaning they can survive in a world that is both natural and not, right? So they have this connection to animals and plants that we would never have because that's the issue. Humans are destroying the world.
Yeah, he told that tiger to chill.
Right. So that connection, I don't know why the stag, because first of all, what are you doing here? But why it's following him?
It might not be. I think it's an attunement.
What do you mean?
I think all of the hybrid kids are attuned to that world,
the animal.
And for some reason, maybe it's the Gus thing, and maybe that's a part of the programming, the genetic sequencing, all that stuff. Is that they have an attunement to animals or to nature in general. And I feel like I don't know if he's following him or if it's just another big.
Wait, where else did we see that stag?
We didn't see the stag. We saw the doe.
The doe. Okay.
Yeah.
We saw the doe. I feel like it saw it it just outside, and he was just he was looking at
I think when he was running. When he ran away after he found out who he really was, he ran into the woods, and I think he did see the stag there.
There's a stag there again?
Yeah.
Oh, God, I got to rewatch that part then.
And I couldn't ascertain if it was the same one or if he's just had an attunement, and there's they protect him.
Okay.
And I was maybe.
Yeah, okay. And I feel like, maybe that also happens with the pig girl too, but she hasn't really been outside of the zoo.
It's a boar. It's the dude from Demon Slayer.
Wait, can we just talk about the freaking gopher? What?
Oh
Benny?
My God. Yo, I don't want to be creeped out by him.
Laughing. I was waiting for him to just start dancing. He looked like a Caddyshack gopher.
That's what I thought as soon as he showed up. I thought it wasn't real. I was like, oh my God.
I heard the music.
Look at this animatronic gopher that she's been...
When she was calling him out, when the bushes were moving and the mom was with the shotgun and she was like, no, Benny, come out.
Come out.
In my head, I heard the judge say, well, we're waiting. From fucking Caddyshack. I saw that on my head.
Right. But I also don't know what it means, right? So we've seen the hybrids that are mainly more, I want to say humanoid, I guess.
No, they're more
they're more human parts,
for sure.
And then this one is legit an animal.
But it's the other way around.
Walk and talk.
It looks like an animal that is animal that's tiny part human.
Yeah, because he's walking on his feetsies.
Right. So do you think that means that animals that have babies are doing it too? Or is it just humans having babies?
So it's like we're getting reverse, what do you call the half-horse people?
Reverse centaurs.
We're getting reverse centaurs out
it's like
there.
a human butt.
Yeah.
And then
with
like
a horse
head.
Yeah.
Come, watch to see where that twerks.
Oh my!
I think that's on BoJack.
Stallion v Megan.
Stallion the Megan. And that should be the name of the episode. I'm done.
Wow.
But yeah, I think that's what plays into the like plot, not plot holes, but like the things in the story that I don't understand.
They can't tell you everything,
right.
you know, but there's enough there that I'm like, oh, you know.
Like, what is it?
Dr. Robotnik. I'll mention him in the break.
Yeah, he looked exactly like him.
Yeah, I was like,
and then later he looked more like him.
Yeah, he kept the mustache. I swear.
Yeah. And then the glasses.
Got redder and redder. And I swear, like him collecting these furry animals. I'm like, that's pretty much Sonic the Hedgehog. That's what he does.
That's what I was like. Is this Sonic? Are we watching?
Well, where's the Hedgehog kid?
Remember Sonic the movie was about all the different dimensions. You know?
That's right.
This is one of the dimensions.
Does Bear get bear powers?
No.
Or does Bear just stay?
No, we're just channeling the animals, man.
How the fuck did they have internet?
Yo, I was trying to understand that too.
It's not impossible.
This is the whole 10 years thing.
All of those things are freestanding. They're like, as long as
servers
they have
are not.
Yeah, they are. As long as they have sufficient cooling and electricity, they don't have to stop.
The world was in a post-apocalyptic state.
They don't need people to maintain the cooling.
But they need power.
The power doesn't have to go out all the time.
But who has the internet? Who's making the internet?
Is still a Google?
Is Amazon servers still up?
How?
Yes, those things are in a military bunker.
They found...
Robotnik runs the internet. That's what it is.
Yeah, like, unless somebody put the internet offline, which I guess you could.
As long as there are satellites to bounce signal and servers to hold data, you're good.
Maybe they did the internet. They seem like
they launched a satellite from the amusement park?
No, they figured out how to tap into the satellite.
Why are you saying that like it's absurd?
Nothing is absurd.
How's the way?
They could be geniuses, man.
If it's Fast 9 logic, you're right.
No, don't do that. You see? Do you see?
Oh, yo.
Wow, man. I feel attacked, bro. Like, I can't. There's nothing I can love safely.
I'm just saying.
There's no safe space.
There's no safe space. Not even my own pod.
Look, I feel like they were tech savvy. They probably found a way to hack into some satellites to make internet. Because no one else had internet.
Right, that's what I'm saying. No one else had internet.
We know that no one else had internet. We know that
they said it. The people were... I don't...
if they had internet, so much
Dr. Robotnik doesn't even have internet.
But this is what
they shoot flares. Why would they send an email?
That's what I'm saying.
This is the divide thing, is they wouldn't think to do it. And I think that was what was inferred.
Bro, then they don't have it.
That they wouldn't think to do it.
If they looked it
nobody's sending unfaxed news.
But they're still using computers and laptops. They had Didn't they have fully functioning? Not fully functioning, but they said hospitals and stuff, didn't they? Or am I getting caught in a time?
That's the time thing.
The short wave radio.
Yeah, they're still using like fucking Nextel phones, like.
And then he found the plane that was doing the radio. So
they don't have internet. Dr. Robotnik does not have access to the internet.
But that was the thing that got me too. So the 10-year thing, right? So it's only been 10 years.
Yes. Let's talk about that. Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. And like they have entire systems and like ways of bartering that I'm like, wait, what? The train is the one that got me.
Yeah.
Like, okay, it's one thing if you're like, oh, shoelaces. Why is the train still working? Who decided? Who's running this situation?
It's a coal train.
There's a system of trains. And, like, this is your time for train. And da-da-da-da. I'm like, in 10 years after a worldwide apocalypse?
If you could have trains in the Wild West, you can have trains in post-apocalypse. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But who's running it? Like, who decided
the
system?
Without shoelaces.
The one guy who's selling the tickets.
He's like, one guy.
I'm going to keep the trains going.
It seems more like the trains are their own organization.
Transport.
If I know how to use a train, if I know how to run it and maintain the train, you can't tell me what the fuck to do with the train.
I think it's
I'll
just
turn the shit off right now.
It's more about the connection, though. It's like, you're going to this town, this city. No. It's this much. Who decided what towns? Who's talking to
that
who?
I don't know. The train's where the train is. The tracks are where the tracks are. My problem.
I don't know.
See, I had a bigger issue with the time where it took me out of it, and I was like, wait, come on. It's been 10 years, not 100. When Bear is telling Big Guy, there was this invention by adults called war.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, first of all,
just stopped.
like, you're playing a video game. I'm pretty sure you know what the fuck Call of Duty is.
Yeah.
War is a you didn't just discover
There's
it.
a
Like,
thing called war.
the way it's a thing called war, you know.
Also, like,
that part took me out of it. I was like, it's been 10 years,
it's been
kid.
10 years. It hasn't been 100 years.
He's 4 times your age. I'm pretty sure he knows about war.
It's true. They went too far.
Yeah, when she dropped that one, that fucking clues bomb, I was like, yeah, that's not.
Like, I get the
weird.
The devolving of information.
She could have just
but at
mentioned
the same
war.
time,
But she
wanted to make a point that, you know.
She was also like, how old was she when the sickness happened? Do you know what I mean?
My thing is this. I you know, I'm not gonna compare it. It's not fair. But in a non-spoiler, in One Piece, there's a gap in history called the Void Century, where there's 100 years and people don't know what the fuck happened.
See, that makes sense.
And that was like 900 years ago. My point is, when people mention, you know, things from the past that other people know, that's a fucking revelation.
Right.
The way it was just so awkward, and it took me out of it for a second. The timely, I thought I had a good foothold until that part, because I'm like,
just saying, like, slavery was like how long ago, and I'm pretty sure we still know.
But what I'm saying, you know,
you know what I mean?
That's what I thought was just her
thing called.
I just think she was, and it was an intentionally overperformed line to show us how young she was. When it all went down, that she would assume that someone else didn't know what that is,
which is weird too, because everything else they do with her is to show us how like knowledgeable and mature she is in terms of all the things she knows. I mean, she fucking repairs the phone for the lady.
She does, yeah, that's true.
You know, so it's interesting, and she was a leader, competent one, with a conscience. She was able to change her mind and all this type of stuff.
It just goes to show.
They're trying to make the point that those things exist outside of time.
Right.
Like those leaders, those traits exist outside.
And I understand you're not apologizing for it.
It didn't land.
I understand that you're not apologizing.
I was like, "What are you talking about?"
I understand.
I remember looking at the screen, and be like, "What are you talking to?" Like that.
Like, what do you mean?
Did you know there were toothbrushes? You know, what?
It's like, God,
talking about?
This is the same that happened in Star Trek Discovery. Like, no spoiler. Like, a year went by and she wasn't around. Like, you know, the crew, and she's like, hair's mad long. She's like, it's been a year, and I'm like, it has been 1 year, okay? That's a blip.
They probably got
in the world.
OD nutrients for hair, scalp.
I was like, and then she's just acting like it's been decades since she's seen them. I was like, it has been how many days?
You know what? It's not fair for you to say that, especially after the year plus we've had. For some people, it feels like it has been decades to see them.
I don't know if that works with Star Trek Discovery.
But you're not wearing a weave, bro. You're not wearing extensions.
She made it seem like
if you had an extendo beard.
I'm not wearing extensions anywhere you can see.
See, but like in Star Trek Discovery, if they had said it was 10 years. You're
John Jacob.
Your braid is.
All right, we gotta go on to the main event. I wish that audio people could see them now double dutching with their pubic hair.
Whoa, wait, where you get that from? Aisha? That's what you inferred?
I'm pretty sure.
There was this thing called war?
It was like 10 years ago. Anyway, all right,
It's a good series.
Yeah, it's good. Watch it. It leaves on like the biggest cliffhanger.
Yeah,
it does.
Where I was like, how are they going to wrap this up? Oh, credits.
That kissed me through the phone moment. I was like, what?
All right. So, Fast 9. The whole reason I asked the question, what makes a good bad movie and what makes a bad movie, was because this is a bad movie.
Wow.
This is like... I want to preface that I also took some tincture before going on purpose because I didn't want to go see this movie.
I think that inhibited your ability to see the nuance.
Did it? Because we begin the movie.
I said what I said.
We begin the movie with Mr. Nobody, who I was like, not very clear.
Played by the effervescent Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell. And there's like a distress signal. These people are showing up. He's on his like Clint Barton thing. And he's in the middle of nowhere raising some kid by some other lady. And then like Michelle Rodriguez is there. Then they're like, we're not doing this anymore. And then they're like, we gotta help him. And I was like, who the fuck is this? Why do we have to help him? What because signal is this? Why did we get a signal? Where did this signal come from?
Oh, so you have no problem with signals in fucking Sweet Tooth, but God forbid we have signals at a farm.
We were talking about the internet. I didn't understand it. I'm just saying. And then next thing you know, we're driving through a fucking forest of fucking mines.
In South America.
Like,
where there are mines.
How in the hell did we get here? How did we arrive to which we're now listening to Tyrese's terrible banter? He has his lines have no element of worth.
He can banter with himself.
That's all that happened.
That's bad.
But none of the lines had anything to do with the movie or anything that was going on.
Yes, it did.
This when time he was trying to tell us it was in a movie?
No, when he was trying to say, look, we've been through all this shit. Like, they found a way to do, like, retrospective exposition in an interesting way.
It was interesting, wasn't it?
Okay, yes.
It was interesting.
Yes.
That shit was dumb, yo. It was
because of course they're not invincible, but is he not asking the same questions we did about Shaw and Hobbs and all?
But I would rather them have gone meta and been like, oh my god, and looked at the camera and be like, are we in a movie?
No, you looked at the camera. Oh, okay. Come on, looked at the camera.
Okay.
No.
Like, you understand that this is fucking ridiculous. But no, instead they were like,
they filled in gaps. We got backstory about the Torettos. Why Dom went to prison, which we didn't know.
Wait, time out. Actually, this is important. Who's we?
We, the audience, the people that are
who watched
invested, who've watched all of them.
And if you did not do any of that,
first of all, if you haven't seen all of them or most of them, why are you watching 9?
Questions I had.
Wait, see,
why was I watching 9?
I am not without sin here. I have not seen all of them. The one I haven't seen is Tokyo Drift.
Like Tokyo Drift, which this one was like all about.
Exactly. And I still enjoyed it. And maybe I enjoyed it more because I had no idea what happens in Tokyo Drift.
I can't feel
I just know that Han dies.
Yo, first of all...
That's all I know about...
And now we can be like, spoiler.
But then, we did spoil it. Yeah. And then...
That was an actual spoiler. We got it.
For Tokyo Drift?
But we're in the spoiler territory. We're spoiling everything.
I wasn't saying it as a judgment.
Okay, all right.
You gotta know where you at.
So, but we knew that Han died because Shabazz went after him, Statham.
Right.
And then in the post-credit scene.
That was a good post-credit scene.
Okay. So it's like intrigue. I'm getting backstory. It matters more.
So the backstory for you, like, held it together.
It shows me that just like with Iron Man, this series.
You're going so far.
Yes.
Who are you?
This series is giving me. I don't even need this, and it's giving it to me.
I'm dead.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I definitely didn't need it. You're right.
Do you know that this used to be MTV? MTV made this shit.
You're not wrong. There should have been a Moon Man.
I didn't. No. Well, that's
they made the first one.
Right.
This series, if you take it seriously, that's problem number one.
No, it's not about taking it. It's not about taking it seriously. It's that this is the first time in any of the Fast movies that I could predict every single. Usually they surprise the shit out of me.
I couldn't predict anything because nothing made sense. You couldn't predict a damn thing.
Usually it's
I knew they were going to totally be in Vietnam and he was going to be stuck in between a thing about to land on them.
I've been trying to stay ahead of the curve to see where this is going. We predicted.
Yes.
Space was next. And I'm sticking by my supernatural. Something is going on with these crosses. That these Torettos have. It's
gonna go Drake's Uncharted on.
Yes, Tyrese.
Are we calling Constantine? Is that what's happening?
Tyrese may have stumbled across the actual reason why the Torettos are seemingly invincible and as strong as 30 henchmen.
Yo, that scene made me want to leave.
That's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about the fucking escape scene, which I can't even remember why we were there. What the fuck were we doing there? But anyway.
It was absurd.
We need to escape.
It was too absurd.
And then he said, go without me. For why?
Go without me.
For why?
He had to
go
stop
through and
them.
close the door and keep running.
If he would have done that, they would have just followed.
And then who are you that you're stopping all these henchmen? I got this.
Aisha, have you ever had to fight to save your family?
Fucking race cars.
You know what's funny? I don't see you on your podcast bringing up articles of like a mother lifts a car off of her child pinned under.
Is that what was happening?
These are true stories that have happened.
Gave birth to Michelle Rodriguez? Dom is a they?
No, I'm saying I don't see you criticizing real life events the way you're scrutinizing. The adrenaline was there, the nitrous in his veins.
The nitrous.
He was protecting his family. And this series has proven there is nothing.
He jumped down like this, literally.
He did the ram jam for the wrestler.
He did.
Mickey Rourke.
With the knees.
I'm so glad I was slightly inebriated.
You have to. Like I said, this show, this series is just gonna whatever you think you understand, and you dare them to do, they're going to go above and beyond that.
I'm good in a car, fine.
So now,
but for this man to tear down a freaking structure with his two,
it was rusty. It was rusty. It hadn't been used in a long time.
Concrete.
Oh. Nah, man, it was too much.
No, okay.
He was looking like Clark Kent out there. I'm like, what are you doing?
There's one thing about putting down a structure. So you were saying that, Hobbs and Shaw went crazy. They went to fucking space in a car.
Yes.
With
that was all
nautical
sound.
outfits.
That was actually the most physically sound thing that they did in the entire movie.
Stop it. That
it
made
was.
no sense.
No, it did.
Whatsoever.
It was a carbon
vacuum seal.
It was a carbon plated Pontiac Fiero. Like I saw it. I understood it.
You know what? No,
it was.
That's ridiculous.
How they didn't freeze to death, that is different.
That's what I'm saying.
The exterior of the vehicle, did show frost on the windshields and on the.
Okay,
we're not doing.
It did.
Who the fuck is Star-Lord? Was this Guardians of the Galaxy?
It did though.
This is at the end of November to December, the first frost. Like this is fucking space. Dead. They would have been dead.
They were like at the edge. They were in the.
Of
the
upper atmosphere.
No, they were
in the upper atmosphere.
They were going through satellites.
All I know is that this forget about the verses. All these shoddy products that Soulja Boy's been putting out there for people to buy. Bow Wow actually did the R&D for this rocket car. Okay?
That's why it worked. That I also did not understand.
What were they doing? So
you do Tokyo Drift, Bow Wow.
Yeah.
And now you're trying to put a rocket on a car.
Yes.
What are we putting the rocket on the car for?
If you could, would you? You're a Jurassic Park fan. Like
that was.
I shouldn't have to answer that.
That was actually Super Sound. He was the tech guy,
right?
In Tokyo Drift.
Saying this,
because he was the tech. No, not
the word sound,
not the rocket being sound. Although it has been done in real life, but the fact that character was a part of that process. That's what the type of shit he was doing in Tokyo Drift.
That's my point.
And all that stuff.
That's my point.
You guys are just somewhere else.
Now, Charlize Theron.
Okay, questions. Why was she in a box?
Why was she having a bowl haircut?
And then why did we even need her?
Yeah.
Why did we even
very
need her?
penile.
But why was she there?
Because she's a mastermind. She's the villain of the series.
Yeah, no, I get that.
All the other villains have become allies if they're not dead.
But why did we have her in a box? What were we doing with her? She's the only one who knew the code?
She's the only one who knew the code. She's the only one who knew how to locate the other piece of the fucking... that part
I feel like that was not...
That was the worst part of it for me.
So bad.
Was that they were chasing these two halves of an Infinity Stone.
Yeah.
That part was the stupest thing for me.
Didn't need that. It didn't need that.
I didn't need that. Yeah. But the magnets were cool. There's always a gimmick.
But...
The magnets were cool.
The magnets were cool, but what the fuck were they for? Because they were like, "Oh, these are his,
That's a
right?"
huge plot.
They were his,
but then he never used them.
No. The magnets.
They stole the truck.
The magnets were positioned where they were positioned because they were like
block out the cameras, right?
To block out the cameras, like an EMP, like they were doing like a magnetic field effect. That's why they
block out.
Yeah.
Fucking get some spray paint.
No, come on. First of all, England is the most surveilled. Yeah, you can't. How much spray paint you got?
Also, the fact that I had to ask, I had no idea what those were for.
But they go back in time to the 80s and get all the spray cans.
At some point, the Fast and the Furious will cross that gap. There is a supernatural. I'm telling you, the two crosses, that picture of the church, the Torettos are.
That scene was hilarious. He was like, "Look, Mexico, Tokyo."
Oh my god, yeah. They're like, and then when they were in Tokyo, and they were like, "Look, a Mexican flag." There it is.
This is the most cookie cutter fucking shit I've seen.
I was like, I don't know why. I cannot believe what's happening.
This is so stupid.
We're just conveniently where we're having dinner. Oh my god. Look,
so we can't appreciate the fact that two female characters are on their own adventure. Their conversation is not 100% about another male character. We can't appreciate any of that.
Did it pass the Bechdel test?
I mean, it started with
the fact that we have to ask that though is testament to this not being.
What? I do not stand behind that.
He had to ask that. It starts with Vin Diesel. It already lost. It has to be two women in a scene not speaking about any men.
Can we address how classy it is that they continue to incorporate the Brian character, even though Paul Walker is this? They continue to find ways.
They do. They're like,
and it's very classy. It's done very well in homage.
I will agree to that.
He was in the safest hands.
The little boy's name is Brian.
I'm like, oh.
Okay, before we move on, because I want to know the little kid.
He did a great job.
He did. He's so cute. But my question, I haven't seen since Fast 5.
Right.
So he has a kid.
Yes.
Not Michelle Rodriguez's kid.
No.
Okay. He had another girl.
Sure.
Was she in the movies?
Doesn't matter.
She gets killed, apparently?
Listen, her name could be Annabelle. It doesn't matter. When the kid... Once the kid...
Who is his mother?
That's how they say it.
Hello. There's a reason... When the kid gets Dom's chain and his uncle's chain and puts them on...
Highlander.
I'm telling you.
It could be only one.
I'm telling you right now.
I thought someone who hasn't seen the movie, I thought like, oh man, that must have been the last movie. He's like, this is the woman who killed the mother of your child, and I was like, oh shit, did that happen somewhere? No, I think that you just told us.
The lore of Fast and Furious. I'm sure that the answer is there. Okay, all the movies blend into one, just high octane race for me.
Right, it's true.
But. I'm sure it's there. Chat probably knows. Okay.
Yeah, people out there. Is there some other lady who dies?
Who killed Dom's baby moms?
Yeah, who did?
You're assuming she's dead.
They said she was dead.
Oh, she in a Lazarus pit?
True.
And so was Han.
Michelle Rodriguez was also dead.
And Michelle Rodriguez was anemic.
But then she came back and beat Ronda Rousey. So
right. So that's what I'm saying. We don't know. What if Charlize Theron is
Ronda
dead?
No, is the mom.
She's Rachel.
Oh my god.
Nah, it's not her.
To be honest,
it's not.
I'll believe anything though.
Can a Toretto have a bowl cut?
To space.
He's the reason why she has a bowl cut.
They went to space with a flux capacitor, so.
There's nothing. Listen, they've defied all.
Everything. They defied all logic.
The only thing left.
Economics, all physics.
The only thing left is something supernatural.
I'm honestly, I believe it, and I think that
it might be a dream sequence, but it'll happen.
Jurassic Park was in this one already, so I don't know.
You don't want to see a crossover Jurassic Park and Fast Furious? You don't want to see a crossover between Transformers and Fast Furious? I feel like at this point
it would ruin Jurassic Park. Transformers, okay.
Yeah.
Mission Impossible,
no,
and Fast and Furious.
Already is trying to be that. Fuck that.
Who's trying to be what though?
Mission Impossible.
Be careful. Who's trying to be what though?
Fast 9's trying to be Mission Impossible.
No way.
They're trying.
Bro, what?
Spy shit? That's my thing.
That's my world.
You didn't like John Cena in this movie?
No.
Oh my god, it made no sense.
What? He didn't look debonair to you in that scene when he was at the bar?
He looks like ice cream melting face. No.
That's how I look right now.
Their whole
your chin is so distinct. I didn't know you had Nordic. Shut up.
The problem was the stripe was like, oh.
That's going to be... It was Assassin's Creed Valhalla right in your face.
Oh my
and watch
God.
when that has significance later on.
The fact that they had to keep going back in time to tell us things, I was like, I'm not with it. You've lost me.
Watch.
Because he's like, oh, why do you guys hate each other so much? And then you go back and you're like, oh, because you think he killed his dad.
Yeah. Cain and Abel.
Okay.
But they had a whole fucking street race that being like, yo, why'd you kill Dad? He didn't say, I didn't.
Right.
No, why would you talk that out? No. Be realistic.
No, that is, to me, that's Fast 9 logic, and it made sense.
That's real life logic.
Like, keep driving. I would have been like, nah.
People don't talk shit out.
I'm going to punch you in the face.
Stop right here.
Why would you punch him in the face? That's temporary.
Because I can take your cars that are racing you for it.
I'm not leaving. You told me to leave.
Anyway.
Can we give a shout out to the dude from True Blood being the driver that killed the dad?
Oh, Hoyt.
Yeah, shout out to
Hoyt. Oh, yeah, Hoyt. I was trying to remember where he was from.
He's like, at least I'm alive.
Right.
Not like your dad. He's dead. I was like, damn, so how hard do you want him to hit you with this wrench? What the fuck?
But then also, Yondu is in it.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, Michael Rooker is.
I did like
And
him.
he may not have been John Cena's father. But he damn sure was his daddy. You see what I'm saying? The MCU.
Yo, the alley-oop.
I'm telling you,
This
bro.
chick got the MCU alley-oop.
Taking it too far.
When Robbie Reyes shows up in Fast 10, I don't want to hear shit.
You won't.
I don't want to hear
shit. Nothing.
I'm going to watch the honest trailer for Fast 10, and then I'll give my review. That's how that's going to work.
Wow. The integrity is high here. All right. Well, we can move on.
Time out.
I already rated it.
How many fucking people got caught by cars in this movie?
Mad collateral damage.
God.
And caught.
No,
like,
when they like
someone's falling and they get caught by a car.
Land on the car.
Well,
like, and not one laceration.
He's like, let me save him.
Not one.
You've been to Germany.
Tyrese already said that.
France, you've been to Germany.
You've been to Germany.
Right?
You know how it goes, obviously.
You were on the Autobahn.
You were on.
Correct?
Did you go on the Autobahn?
Correct?
Incorrect with the Autobahn.
Oh, you weren't?
That would have been
No.
So then how dare you even question?
Automotive anything.
That's what I'm
He
saying.
flew in the motorcycle, then he's like, ooh, I caught you.
German engineering.
What's the name? Emmanuel. What's the Masante name?
Nathalie Emanuel.
Oh, I fucking love her.
Oh, I know. She's great.
I love her.
You know, bless everyone who's in these films.
Yes!
To be honest,
Oh, that bag is
like, why not?
unlimited.
You know, why not?
Even Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel, you know, he's
In
trying
the
to...
Heights.
Even though this movie was better than The Heights, Vin Diesel...
Whoa.
What? Was.
I didn't say anything.
I mean, y'all didn't rate it that way, but I did. Anyway, Fast 9.
Fast 9 in the Heights.
Well, it made like way more money
the
than it,
street.
so I guess people voted with their money, with
70 mil.
their pockets. But no, what was I saying? Vin Diesel. I mean, even though in this movie, in the trailer, so it was a spoiler movie, so he breaks bridges. He started to mend that bridge with The Rock. Saw that.
Yeah.
He came out in public and said, you know, I was just trying to make sure.
Really?
Yeah. So
I mean, to
he
be
said he was
fair,
pressing his acting chops.
He did.
Vin Diesel was pressing The Rock's acting chops?
Yes.
I can't. This is like...
He was.
Nobody's leading anyone
To
in
him,
this situation.
he was.
No.
Ludacris
Murdoch.
is great. Can we agree that Ludacris is great?
No, I love Luda.
Like, he's great. I
He's
want him
always
in
great.
something else, but...
Always.
He has a food show apparently on Discovery Plus. I'm about to find that shit.
Oh,
Yo,
shit.
I feel like we should be sponsored by Discovery Plus now.
Maybe.
That seemed like a
D
good
plus?
moment. Anyway. Yeah, no, Luda, he wins.
Yeah, he was great.
He was wins. All right, let's get into these trailers. Because it has been an episode.
Yes, that was the best Fast 9 review you're going to hear on the internet. It is. It's the most comprehensive.
I can't.
It is that was the most
honest.
comprehensive, like, college level discussion of Fast 9 that you will find on the internet.
These are facts.
I'm done. Yeah, you know.
From a film perspective, we don't have the science
Top Gear,
background.
but the
I
Bronx.
can't disagree.
Yeah.
All right.
4th trailer we're adding to it. Don't forget. We'll get to it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you tell me, because I guess I forgot.
I'll give you one hint.
Oh, my God. There's a hint. I've seen it, or are you going to
Yeah,
have to
yo, you've seen
We
it.
watched it last night.
You watched it last night.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Let's just start with The Harder They Fall.
You got this.
Because, first of all, Jonathan Majors is in it. With Idris Elba.
I love how Idris Elba's the headline guy, but okay.
I know, but like, we all know I love Idris, but I'm
That's
not
not-
gaga over Idris like other women. I understand that they are. I get it.
Not just women.
I was just gonna say
Everyone. You're right. You're right. Everyone is gaga. But like, Jonathan Majors got me with Lovecraft Country. So I had to say him first. But then Regina King.
Woo.
the GOAT.
The Queen.
Also in it. Lakeith Stanfield, okay. Mm-hmm. You know, makes sense.
In any role?
It does. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes it doesn't. Like the one with him and Issa Rae. That one.
We wanted him for Wonka, remember?
Well, that would have been fun. But, so basically, we see in the trailer, it's like cowboys as they really are. Because, first of all, check your facts. Cowboys were black people and Mexicans. I just want to be clear. In the history of America, cowboys were
a lot of them were.
Mexicans. And, like, women. Women were like,
we run this shit. A lot of them were.
And then, like, I don't know, John Wayne was like, or it could be white people.
5'3" white people.
Yeah.
Well, if we load them up the wagons, right, then it's us.
So we taking it back to the original Cowboys, and I mean, honestly, I don't really know what it's about, but we free Idris and shit goes down.
Free Idris, a bunch of army folks, or I can't really.
They were
tell.
gonna say nincompoops.
Right. They free Idris from a cell on a train.
On a train, he's like standing in a box.
And they kill all the white soldiers that had him in prison there. I don't know what kind of movie this is. I just know what kind of movie this is.
Right.
And I'm intrigued. The cast is. I mean, I used to just read it for you.
Zazie Bates.
Mm-hmm. And didn't even read them all. What's his name? The dude that was in the Spike Lee movie. He was like the main character in the Spike Lee movie.
Delroy Lindo.
Yeah. That's the one.
Look at your names. Let's go.
Well, I know him because I met him. But the kid who was in the NWA who played, what's his name? He's in it. I can't remember his name.
Wow.
That's the one I can't get.
I was like, who do we miss? R.J. Seiler.
Is that the NWA kid?
I think he's right now most recognizable as the Blue Ranger from the Power Rangers reboot. Like,
shout out to Ruff. He loves Power Rangers.
Well, there you go. Mustafa Shakir. He showed up. No, that's from Luke Cage. Bushwhacker.
Oh,
Bushmaster.
Really?
Bushmaster.
Bushwhackers.
Bushwhacker. The Bushwhackers.
Oh my God! And then also, Lil Nas X is in it.
He is?
No. I was like.
But you thought for a second that would make sense.
I mean,
who's that? Yeah. That's Montero.
Yeah. Call me anyone.
Don't call him by anything but his name, though. Is he reliable? And then the song starts playing in the background.
Either way, it looks phenomenal.
Yeah.
I mean, I think a lot of people have been comparing it to like Hateful Eight.
I didn't like Hateful Eight. Remember? I didn't. Like it's the only Tarantino film I'll never have to watch again. Like I enjoyed it for what it was. I enjoyed it for what it was. I never need to see it again.
Honestly, that's fair.
I was gonna say this is more like a fucking Django.
Yeah.
But like, you know, side story because these motherfuckers. I mean, they're not slaves, but
right.
They're on a rampage.
They are.
And
Rosewood.
I'm here for all of it.
Yeah, it looks good.
It's like the Quick and the Dead, black people.
It's on what? Yeah, it is. I'm trying to see who's the character. You know, there's always like the kid. There's always like that young gunslinger.
It's R.J. Seiler's character.
He's that character. Okay,
like
okay. So I'm gonna probably
like being mouthy.
Look at me. I can do this. Yeah.
Okay.
Sound like West Side Gun.
He sound like what's his name's son from Family Guy. Hey, Dad, I can do this.
Cleveland Jr.
Got it. Got it. What is this on Netflix?
Yeah.
Okay.
Netflix.
Nice. When does it come out? Do we know?
When does it come out?
Not soon enough.
This
summer though.
I think
it's a summer movie.
I feel like it's coming out soon.
It's a summer movie. We'll
review
it.
We'll find it. Oh, for sure. Of course, for sure. Okay, so the next one is Snake Eyes. This actually came on before the Fast 9 movie.
Right, about Snake Eyes.
Uh-oh. What's wrong with Snake Eyes?
No, we saw it.
That's the real name of the movie.
Isn't...
Raising Snake Eyes. Finding Snake Eyes.
The guy who plays the main character is a model.
Henry Golding.
He was also in Crazy Rich Asians.
The craziest. The richest.
Does that make him...
We're not asking the right question. Is this movie going to build a world as lush and as franchisable as the Fast and Furious?
Snake Eyes?
It doesn't have the legs.
The question?
This deadass looks like...
that's a tough question, I guess.
I think they're trying to MCU DCEU it. Because the subtitle is what will it work?
No, because no one's as interested in G.I. Joe to care.
I was gonna say, so this is supposed to be linked to the other G.I. Joe movies?
Yeah, this is like
a prequel. But then it says like G.I. Joe Origins.
Rise of.
Doesn't he not supposed to talk or
Joes.
something?
Well, I'm sure he'll get his throat slit or something like the end of this.
Right, or his tongue.
Or he'll choose not to speak ever again.
No. I don't think it's gonna be.
Out his voice box.
It's gonna be a trachea thing.
Or he'll make a choice not to speak. Like,
if all this time it was a fucking choice, I'm gonna be kind of mad. I'll respect it, but I'll be mad.
He has the I Ching. That's a huge part of his character's thing, and a vow of silence to retain your powers. Right, anyway,
he gets his Arcana.
It's hard because
and he can't talk.
G.I. Joe hasn't If you tell me Masters of the Universe, I feel like there's more than there is around those 80s franchises like G.I. Joe.
The trailer's really sleek, moves really fast.
Yeah.
They give you a payoff. The most recent trailer gives you the payoff for the helmet, the Snake Eyes helmet.
Yeah,
and it lets you know that he's a part of some kind of another organization.
Right. An initiative.
But then he has the best friend guy who's like, thanks for saving my life. And they have this whole thing.
They make a K-pop band.
They do.
Do they?
They might.
No.
But then, obviously that's Storm Shadow, so.
Right.
Okay.
Who's cooler than Snake Eyes? But anyway.
I mean, I liked it. It was fun.
He is.
I'll watch it.
Was the lady with the glasses Baroness? No,
yes.
Like a young Baroness?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I feel like I knew the actress.
Olivia Munn.
She looked.
No, it wasn't.
I usually feel like I'm never watching this movie.
Know.
Well, she was great in Newsroom.
She looked like the girl who played Jenny Schechter in L Word.
Yikes.
But I know it wasn't her.
Okay.
Anyway, still yikes.
Snake Eyes.
Ursula Corbero.
Oh.
That's an instant follow.
What a name.
On the name alone.
All right, so the next one is Sing 2. This is one close to my heart because I feel like I honestly feel like a lot of people slept on Sing. I don't know a lot of people who saw it.
Did we review Sing 1? I
don't think we did.
You didn't?
I don't think we did.
Yeah.
I don't know if we did.
We reviewed. Didn't we review the Elton John movie?
Yes, we did. Rocket
Maybe
Man.
that's why.
We did.
Taron Egerton.
Yep,
there you go.
Right.
But okay, Sing has a special place in my heart because it made me cry. You know, he was just trying to make the theater work.
Sing was good. Sing 1 was good.
Trigger.
He was just trying to make it work. And then this one, I mean, I feel like it's also going to pull the heartstrings. It seems a lot more about, anxiety than anything.
There's an Isaiah Bradley character in it. The lion.
Yes.
Which, that's going to be interesting because I'm pretty sure that's Bono.
Oh, yeah, he was
voicing.
Bono.
Really?
Yeah. Did you see his name?
That's what I like about this Sing shit. Before the Masked Singer bullshit show, Sing was like that because it wasn't until the credits they're like, oh, they were in it, and then because none of the people that sing for a living are singing the way they sing in real life.
Because the elephant is Jennifer Hudson.
See?
And I was like, who's the elephant? My God.
See?
But, she has such a distinctive voice.
The CGI'd singer. That's what Sing is. The CGI'd singer.
You have to put that in.
Sing like a pro.
Yeah. Sing 2 looks good. The trailer that we saw was 3 minutes long.
It's
the movie.
That shit was the
pig
whole intro.
Girl, she goes through all the trauma. They're like, maybe someone else should do this part. I was like, oh my God.
No, girl. You do it.
You have to do it.
You have to fucking do it.
Yeah. Push past the fear. That's what this is about.
You're a Toretto.
And then you see... Ted. Yo, you have to drink every time they say Toretto in that movie.
No, family.
And Toretto. I still don't understand who the Torettos are, but it's fine.
Watch the Eternals.
They're like the Totoros.
Watch the Eternals.
I get it. Okay.
Yeah.
But he gets stage fright. The gorilla guy.
I saw that. Yeah, he was getting a little shaky.
What?
His pinky was, he was getting a
doing
little sweet tooth.
And you're like, no.
Did you notice when it was CGI'd? I was at first. Yeah. Did you try to do it at first?
I did it. I would do it. I would be getting up, let me take your cup, and I start doing this.
I'm saying it could be appreciated. But anyway,
we're moving our pinkies really fast
for kids.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be good. I'm very excited.
France, you got anything to say about Sing 2 that we haven't already insinuated?
Except for the potential Bono blackface performance? No.
What? Come on, that's a stretch.
He was like, I haven't heard my music in 15 years. But I'm sure it sounds like that's when he talks.
Talk like that.
Fuck.
And I was like,
really weird.
It better not be Bono. I was like, because I know Eric Andre is also in this movie. And I'm hoping that that's Eric Andre.
That voice, I'm dead.
If Eric Andre is the Isaiah Bradley of this movie, the David Schwimmer. No, he's the giraffe.
I was gonna say
the Ben Stiller of this movie.
I'm dead.
If that's Bono, I'm gonna lose my shit.
All right, well,
I haven't heard this movie.
All right, so you guys gotta tell me what this fourth trailer is.
Shang-Chi.
Oh right, yes, the rings. They go around your whole arm like.
Yeah, like the kung fu rings.
There better be a Iron Man 3 reference in here. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, the whole thing is an Iron Man 3 reference because we're actually getting the real Mandarin.
Right.
Oh.
Remember the organization?
No, I know. Yeah. We've actually been watching all the movies in timeline order.
Yeah. But make sure that you track down the Return of the King, like, short that they did for the Iron Man 3 Blu-ray.
What?
All the
we already passed Iron Man 3.
Well, track it down though because
we'll go back.
We'll find it. Yeah.
In that, Ben Kingsley is in it, and then like you get more details as to what he was actually doing. Like he wasn't just pretending to be someone he was not.
So Shang-Chi is gonna like kind of
illuminate,
make that make sense.
They're gonna make it.
They kept the flag. They kept everything.
Yeah, it looks a little bit different.
Yeah, but they kept the general symbology of it all
from the 10 Rings from Iron Man 1.
Right.
It's gonna explain why he was so terrified. To have that exposed.
Right. Oh, okay.
To be without the protection of what was that guy's character? Guy Ritchie? No.
Guy
Pearce.
Mm-hmm.
Aldrich Killian.
Right.
I can remember that, but I couldn't remember anyway.
It's fun, friends. All the things you remember, bro. You're the glue, bro. Okay. You're the fucking glue.
Jim Brewer, James Brolin.
Yeah.
Jim Brolin.
Jimmery.
Jimmery Brolin.
Jimmery in nights.
James Brewin.
Willy Wonka. Making candy out of soot. Shang-Chi. Everything looks cool. I really want this movie to be great. Marvel owes me, Kung Fu because Iron Fist sucked. And honestly, there was not a series I wanted to be more cool than Iron Fist.
Legit.
But it sucked. So give me Kung Fu through Shang-Chi. And that ending of that trailer though.
Wait, what happened that again?
Aisha won't recall it because it was
a second.
No, you noted there was a character that you saw.
Oh.
That we haven't seen in a long time in Marvel.
Oh, who did I say?
He's big.
What?
He assisted in the breaking of Harlem.
He tried to rob.
No, I know.
Samuel Jackson in a fast food
The Abominable Snowman, that guy.
Honey Bunny, yes. Be cool, Honey Bunny.
Abomination shows up.
Abomination, yeah.
Looking all Abomination.
He's like in the ring, like, and I was like, what the fuck was that?
But did you notice who he was fighting?
No.
That's Wong.
Avatar Wong?
No.
Wong.
That tuna melt Wong.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he does he does a ring. He does one of the thing. Well, not the sling ring, but he does like the arcane.
I didn't even see that. I just saw him punch someone, and I was like, "Is that?"
That's who he punches.
What?
Yeah.
Well, first of all, because I was like, "Oh yeah, that's right," because that Hulk movie is part of the whole timeline that Harlem people forget, and then that means that dude's somewhere.
That means the leader is somewhere too.
Yeah.
Remember in that movie? Yeah, that's the actor guy. But see, some people might be saying, why the fuck is Juan fighting the Abomination?
Yeah,
does he want to get his ass kicked? Don't forget.
No, he doesn't.
Juan fought against Cull City. What's the name of the big dude?
Oh,
isn't it? No, but he.
No, you had it.
The Cull Obsidian,
yes.
Right? Or Black Dwarf Star or whatever the fuck.
Infinity War.
Oh yeah,
he cut his hand off.
Arm, yeah.
Yeah, so he ain't scared to fight a big dude.
No, not
at all.
I mean, it looks very exciting, and from the way the main actor talked about it.
Yeah, Simu Liu's been mad active on Twitter going off.
And that's good. I'm glad.
In a good way. You don't see that often, if ever.
No.
Like an organic response from a lead actor.
And yay, Asian actors! Woo!
Yeah.
This is
Michelle Yeoh.
Crazy Rich Asians with power.
I was gonna say this was Black Panther, but
oh, sorry, I mean,
Chinese. Well, sure, why not? But Michelle Yeoh also, we saw a little bit of her character in the trailer. The colors, everything looks cool. I'm hoping that the choreography is great. The plot is good. I'm hoping that the music though is good. Yeah, because
is that like what it is about?
Because the trailers have like this infusion of like seemed like hip hop,
like
trap. Yeah, all this stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the movie's gonna sound like.
Yeah. I feel you. That makes sense.
I'm excited. I'm very excited, and I hope that the Mandarin character doesn't die at the end because I want to. Let's stop killing the villains.
Yeah.
Also, it looks like
give the villains a chance.
It looks like again, Doctor Strange is about to be the new Iron Man. Like he's about to be the new core of the group. Like his next movie is going to be the next jump off for everything. And I didn't know how mainlining they were until this trailer.
In Endgame, when they have their little connection.
Yeah, he might feel a burden. I would love for them to address that. Maybe he feels a burden.
It's the Beard Bros.
Yeah. What if we find out? What if we find out there was two possibilities? Two. There was the one where Tony dies, and then there was maybe one where he dies. But since he's the Sorcerer Supreme, he's like, I can't do that.
Right.
What if that was the truth? Benedict Cumberbatch ain't shit. You heard it first. Right here.
Only the TVA knows.
Watch more episodes.
All right.
Oh, yeah, we have to. All right. That was an episode.
It was.
It went a little long, but we were very passionate about Fast 9. Catch us next time because we're definitely going to be talking about Black Widow. We're definitely going to be talking about the entire series of Loki because there's only 6 episodes.
Yep, it'll be done by the time we get our next episode in.
So catch us next time, live and audio.
A Marvel heavy episode it'll be.
Woo!
It's about time.
We like Marvel.
Thanks for sticking with us, peoples, and listening, and those who are listening.
Yes.
Catch you next time.
Are there any questions for the bonus for the thing? Anything? Greatest Lex ever. We didn't address that. Yes, Michael Rosenbaum was my favorite Lex.
Stop this.
Yeah, he was my favorite Lex for sure.
Who?
Smallville Lex.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that guy.
And he has voice acting experience because he was Flash in Justice League Unlimited in Justice League. So
weren't they gonna do another Smallville? And they were like, "Are you gonna do it?" And he was like, "Maybe." No.
They were not. They were asking for the crossovers for the.
Yeah.
Oh right.
Arrow and that shit.
Yeah. Which then I guess he didn't do because that happened.
No, but if he would have done it, it would have been way cooler. Even if it was corny, he would have been fine. Yeah. He would have done great. I don't have to talk into this anymore. It's just that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's sweaty as fuck here, people. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you.
Sweaty.
I don't know if there's any other questions, maybe statements, comments, anybody else brought up.
Anything at all.
Not sure. Did the view count just go up?
Yes, by 1.
Well, you could always go back. You could always go back. They were showing up a little bit. You know what? I realized I need my own thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. These glasses have me more blind than I was prepared to admit.
Yeah, so for the 3 viewers, what's up? Hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, feel free to ask for the next 20 seconds.
Because it's hot.
It's hot.
It's hot. What time is it?
It's 10:30.
10:20.
That's not too bad.
Yeah.
It's not that bad.
Because we've left from our previous recording location.
Yeah.
Even later than this. So.
Yeah, we were displaced because of internet.
Yeah. So that's us. Two Nerds and an Actor. You can find us, Twitter. Find us on Facebook. Find us on YouTube. We are here in the digital streets. Holler at us. We are we love doing this, and we're trying to keep doing it. So if you can donate, feel free to do that.
Mm-hmm. That'd be nice.
Nice.
As you can see in the shot, there's a lot of tech here.
None
of this was free.
None of it. Wouldn't that be cool?
Freedom isn't free. It's a hefty fucking fee.
Help us out. Help us out, Jake. Jake, help us out.
I'm gonna call Vin Diesel and see if he goes up.
Vin Diesel?
Family?
Vin Diesel?
You think if I send him audio clips,
Vin Diesel.
If I send him my reviews, my personal reviews of the last 3 or 4 Fast movies that we've reviewed here, do you think he will block me on Twitter?
No.
No, I think he would fund the podcast.
You're not The Rock.
Stop.
They're making amends, I guess.
I hope so. They have to be on the same
Tyrese
screen.
and the Rock gonna make it in?
Hell no.
Yes, because Tyrese can't. He already tried to apologize online on Twitter.
Did he?
Yeah. You know where he stands.
We can't hold Tyrese to things he says.
I mean, that's facts.
You can't.
So many things.
He's not the type of person that you apply that to.
Yeah, he says so.
I hate to say it. You just don't.
You don't.
Is that how we feel about Kanye now? You're like, you
No. Kanye has a backlog of things we like hearing, as well as a backlog of things we wish he never said.
Never want.
Yeah. But Tyrese is Tyrese.
Yeah.
In that moment, if he's Tyrese,
he's definitely.
Then
I honestly feel like he wrote all his lines in that movie.
I think he ad-libbed them all.
They were like, dude, we didn't write anything for you. Just like every time you're on the
Here's a candy bar.
Talk.
Freestyle.
Yeah.
And he did. That whole subplot was him. Product placement.
He's like, look, your coat, the bullet holes. And he was like, got you.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. No.
Ludacris called him one take Reese. You know that?
He don't have no lines.
In the recording studio.
Did you know that?
He doesn't have any lines. There's only one take to do.
Whatever. France wants to hate on things, so.
They always get the shot because they're not looking for a shot.
We don't want you to see this, okay? We don't want you to see this side of us. All right?
All right. See you next time. Bye.
Shout out to Masande.